Hey yo everybody, welcome back. This is Pseudo, and it's not Monday for once. Took Monday off, had a bunch of work stuff, but we're back. We had a balance video go up that we've had some amazing discussion on, and we're going to be checking out this new build I've crafted. It's actually a little bit more offensive than defensive for a change, and it is unironically trying out on my mark. But welcome back, guys. Hopefully you're well. Thank you to our new dudes, Mr. Dusty Ostrich, well, you already followed, as well as Sasha Manu and a bunch of other people that are off my list have followed us over the break. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos and finding them on Twitch all right. I assume that's where people come from. They come from YouTube, and after checking us out, they're like, hey, it's a pretty chill place. But we'll be doing our giveaways tonight to make up for Monday's absence, and hopefully people are excited because we actually have some balance news, even if it's not actual news. The balance patch sort of got moved, and we're going to talk about this just very briefly to start off the stream. I can switch up my camera in a minute. But the balance patch got moved to February of questionable time, I guess. There is a preview on the 24th that they are planning. So hopefully, I'm going to copium it up a little bit to start us here and say that I want to say that ArenaNet has been historically doing better at communicating, at least one way, where they are doing a lot better at previewing their stuff. So credit to them. I would rather have a balance patch that we do get previewed and we can at least give feedback on that they may or may not act on than a balance patch that, you know, we get nothing, and it just gets dropped out of nowhere. But we'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll definitely be doing a react stream / preview stream on the 24th, going up here on YouTube and Twitch. So get subscribed or followed if that's something you're interested in. And I think we should be able to switch over our camera here just to this one. As soon as it loads, I got to put in some transitions. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, I'm not orange. Hang on. I got to change up my lighting here. Blue in the background and orange, and it makes everything look fancy here. This is my chat moderation device, also known as a cell phone. Hang on here. Orange. Complementary colors are always better for streaming, in case you did not know, chat. But we will be getting this going, checking out some builds, and just generally talking about, there we go, get a nice little reflection going here. Talking about what we expect in the balance patch and what we're hoping for overall with like the game and where it's going and whatnot. So, okay, yep, we're good. And it looks fine. Cool. Got that all set up. A little bit of a peek behind the curtain. But we will be doing our giveaways, so if you'd like to win, I think we'll do a little bit extra tonight. So if you'd like to win some money, just feel free to hop in, hang out. Welcome back, Maddie. Hopefully you are well. Hopefully you are staying warm, even though it's the tail end of winter. This build is in the description. We may even try it in PvP as well. We did some PvP last time. I did incredibly poorly. We had about 50% win rate, so we'll be trying for above 50% this time. But I also want to give a shout out to him, because I don't give him enough shout outs, to my boy Silhouette, who was also on, I believe, Teapot's stream, talking about his Guild Wars 2 is maybe on the downswing video. So while I don't think that video was overtly negative overall, I do, however, think that it had some good criticism in it that maybe people are missing. So if you're interested in something like that, maybe go check him out as well. He does a lot of like how to play classes. I cannot get a good song today. How to play classes and builds for PvE. All right. And if you'd like to hop in here, Maddie or anybody else, feel free to join our alliance. I also, real quick, I've been fighting a bunch of these Lustgardas Conservatory dudes and dudettes this week. We are Abaddon's Prison. Whoever's on red, Lustgardas, you guys are awesome to fight. Like, I have had so many amazing duels with warriors, thieves, harbingers. Like, not only is my build a little bit more fun to play, but like the people on red seem to respect duels. It's very, very cool. So shout out to you guys. Like, Lustgardas people, you're awesome. Whoever's in that alliance, very, very cool. Alrighty, let's get this going. Nice low-key rest day. So sorry if my energy is a little bit lower today, chat. We did have a rest day today. I did have a doctor's appointment. All good there. So a little bit lower energy. Can't drink a bunch of caffeine, lift a bunch of weights while I go to the doctor. So we should be good there. Ooh, we could get Heaven's Archer in this party as well. We can kick this. This is one of my friend's alts. Damn, he doesn't want to play. Too bad. How you guys doing? How are you, Maddie? Hopefully you're well. People seem to have forgotten it's Wednesday. This is what happens when you take a day off, but hopefully the notifications are working and stuff. I did not check it to make sure it looks good, sounds good. We are live. We are good there. You got some people in chat. Cool. Making sure all is good. All is well. You ran away to Pinata. Alright, fair enough, I suppose. We have switched up the Greatsword. We can no longer run the Greatsword trait because we are no longer running Strength. And historically, one of the problems I've been facing getting, or at least running, that's a Thieves Guild. One of the problems you have running Discipline defense with Bladesworn, because you need Discipline defense, is that you don't have any damage. And damage is kind of important in this video game, so... I also do need to get good at this, and there is a buttload of lag. Nice tree usage. Tell me. Sword, dagger, stance, Bladesworn. Interesting. Sword I don't think is that bad. Sword is kind of in this weird spot where it's the weird damage weapon for Warrior right now because they just kept buffing the numbers on it, right? And like Savage Leap having a 7-second cooldown and doing respectable damage. If it connects, it's only to one target, but it is a leap and it is 7 seconds. And like this hits harder than almost everything else on your kit, you know, Final Thrust. And plus the auto attack actually does something other than damage. So yeah, it's kind of, I can see Sword and Dagger working. I just wish the offhand Dagger gave a little bit more swiftness, Ocean Bat, because Warrior, for reasons I guess, has very limited access to swiftness, and I don't really understand why. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. Fight me? Or what's going on here? I'll take out the sentry first, man. Trying to kill the sentry. He's accidentally healing it. It's a bunch of guards. I'm not going to fight this dude and the sentry and the guards. It's a little bit too much. And friends. Alright. Well, and friends. But I was kind of wondering why my Bladesworn builds feel so much less versatile than a lot of my Spellbreaker and Berserker builds do. And it's because you really, like, you know, when in doubt, check old tapes, right? It's my first Warrior video that I actually ever made, chat, where I was talking about how fast hands on Warrior is really kind of broken in that it lets you play Warrior, but it also is basically necessary to play Warrior. And in a world where everything has infinity buttons or dodges or whatever, you kind of need all your buttons in order to be able to pressure somebody when you want them. So if you use, you know, you've been following it for any length of time, you use Dragon Trigger to build up might, that'll pretty much almost, let me see if I can illustrate this. If you hop into, get here in a second, like normally, if you hop, you have Dragon Trigger available, we have to wait another 4 seconds, sorry about this deer. Poor deer's like, what's going on? If you hop in here, it'll reset your weapon swap cooldown. And usually, without Discipline, you won't have access to it. So you won't be able to hop into Greatsword or Sword, Pistol, or whatever it is, right? But with Discipline, that shortens it. And because I run a lot of Alacrity on my builds, that shortens it even more, which is good. So it's pretty okay. This is a lot of defense this man has. I respect it. It's not even, he's not even a kata. He's living the dream of playing Weaver. I dig. Got the stomp. Stuck in control set 2, you can actually see it there. was wondering, I was like, why are my buttons just not working, dude? That was interesting. I think I'm going to start playing on a wired connection as well. I think my Wi-Fi might be screwing us up. Ordered a 50-foot Ethernet cable the other day. It's all good. Can't blame lag or the controller every time. Because I was like pressing any of my immobilize. Because one of the other advantages of running Discipline is just about everything you have removes immobilize. Because just about everything you have is a movement skill. Or thinks it's a movement skill. And that's pretty good. Because immobilize is like one of the most punishing conditions, as you can see there. So hopefully my controller doesn't potato out and don't get stuck in control set 2. And we can illustrate that. But how are you guys doing? Sorry we missed Monday. It's a little bit busy. I know the game's on like a lower swing. Yeah, it was a hammer weaver. It was interesting. It's quite tanky. Wonder if he does any damage. Maddie is running these Karka potions. That is some style. Or what do the kids say? Fleek, Riz, Jazz. I'm too old, chat. I'm 30 or 40 years old. I realized Heart of Thorns, or Path of Fire, came out in 2017 when I was hanging out with my friend earlier. That hurt. It's like, oh my gosh. Fleek is your age. Hey, I still use Radical, and I maintain it's the best one, man. I think Rad is just easy. It's one syllable. It's amazing. All right. Chocolate. All right, chat. We got some stuff to do. Let's find a good song. There we go. So, I have two options. I have two options for you, chat. And first, I want to ask, why do you guys think they moved the balance patch? Because I have two guesses. One, mostly silhouette, and this is me absolutely copiuming it up. But feedback from myself, maybe Teapot, maybe Silhouette, maybe other people who have been noting that the meta's a little bit stagnant right now. Who knows? Has actually gotten through to ArenaNet, and they're rejiggering the balance patch to add some spice back to the game, maybe breathe some life back into it. I want to believe that. I don't know how likely that is, but I don't want to give, you know, credit where it's not due, but I want to believe. Option 2, that's option 1. Option 2, they literally forgot they were doing a balance patch and they need to throw something together. Which one do you think is more likely? Because those are the only two things I can think of. I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know which one I believe is more likely at this point. But I want to believe that ArenaNet is open to taking feedback when they ask for patient, detailed feedback. They believe it, or they want to take it, and we will get an amazing balance patch that will make all my dreams come true and serve me cake, and that didn't move me, and do other things. Something fighting me, or is that Maddie? It is Maddie. He's using Spear. Yeah, that's kind of option 2, is they just need more time. I don't think they're understaffed. There's about 300-400 people working at that studio right now. Like, what are we doing here, man? ArenaNet tells me I have projectiles. Let's see if I have real projectiles. I don't have real projectiles, chat. I have fake projectiles. Maddie, use a volcano. Hit him with that. Can volcano even hit up there? Thinking about bulls charging the Dolyak. Oh, leave me alone. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I don't know how badly I should bully this guy. Also, the vulnerability shout is unblockable. Is he running my build? Pretty close. Yes, he is. Sick build, dude. Where'd you get it? Maddie, don't fight with all these guards. We gotta peel. There you go. Far too many people. Far too many. I believe we are green. Oh, there's a guy. Hello. Interesting, you could throw the shout over your shoulder. We're learning so much about the shout, chat. It is a quite large animation, so I cannot tell which direction we are facing right now. Good little melee to get things off. Get him. Get the stomp. Yeah. Oh, we're getting well bent. It's too good, chat. Nope, we're just getting firebranded. Interesting. They have a pocket firebrand, so we need to kill that. Otherwise, we're pretty screwed. I might be able to get you. Yeah, I saw that. It was very quick. Need to kite. Can't kite when I'm dead. Nope. Too many. That was a five stack. Thank you, Firebrand, for... Oh, we had a pocket Firebrand as well. That was a 4v5. It was pretty good. Cool. Emerging theories, ArenaNet need more time to make a few more adjustments. I don't know, Jacob. I really don't know. My theory is that they're actually taking some feedback. They want to add some spice based on the, you know, maybe the feedback that other people have provided, and we'll get a better balance patch out of it, hopefully. At least they're previewing it, right? And they're not just going to drop it later. Be right back, chat. 1 second. I want to make sure my laundry is not running. We back. Sorry about that, chat. Let's go. Yeah, fingers crossed. Alright, do our first giveaway in 10 minutes. I try to reward the early birds here for 25 gold. But what do you guys think? What are you hoping happens in the balance patch? Do you really think Willbender's that much of a problem now that the PvP meta has kind of shifted to counter it a little bit? I still kind of think that Spear does too much simultaneously, especially if other weapons want to be viable, like if that's the world we want to live in with ArenaNet, but who knows? That's just my outside perception looking in. I think that's just about the only thing I think is wrong with Willbender. I'm not really sure here. Take any new content. What do you consider new content, Manny? Sorry, I want to check one more thing. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. We did it. People at my door. That's what happens when you own a house, chat. Bring up, of course, specializations. I'm not dead. He's had a day of running around, so people delivering mail. I don't know. I'm really curious to see why they delayed it, if we'll even get an explanation from that. But I do want to hope that whether it's, you know, I don't want Guild Wars 2 to die. I really don't. I don't want it to people to think that it's on life support. And to our community, you know, our small little community's credit. The Build Wars 2 comments have been amazing. Thank you guys. It's exactly what I wanted to do with that video, is just have a talk about balance and like where people think it's at in the game right now and their perceptions really about it, because at the end of the day, different people play different content in this game. So it's very much a thing where you're like, oh, Willbender's overpowered, and then you're like, you know, a PvE person's like, what are you talking about? So it is what it is. As with everything, it ebbs and flows. That's what I kind of, you know, Muckluck had a little short video about it, and as much as I try not to parrot him because I don't agree with everything he says, I don't think anyone should agree with anyone else 100%, but he was talking about how back when Living World Season 4 came out, chat, let me do this for a second. When Living World Season 4 came out, right toward the end of it, especially right after Thunderhead Peaks released, we didn't get any new content for like 6 months. And we didn't get any communication for like 5-6 months. And they called it the penultimate episode. And that spoiler is, the spoiler for that story is you lose in that story chapter. So people were like, is the game over? Is the game that I just invested like 8 years of my life in over? And people were like losing their minds. And I think it's important to remember that whether it's that or whether it's, you know, people dooming because there's a new expansion model or whatever it is, Guild Wars 2 is still getting updates. This game is not on life support. Guild Wars 1 is on maintenance mode. This game is not. Regardless of whether or not they're making a new expansion or a new MMO or whatever it is, this game is still very much alive. Do I think they could communicate better? Absolutely. Do I think I could communicate better to them? Probably, yeah. Everything can always improve, you know? So, it is what it is. We'll see what we get. I'm excited. Either way. I hope it's interesting. I hope Bladesworn is finally fixed. You can start with the UI. But I hope that every patch. I hope that we get some counters for this boon ball nonsense in World vs. World. I really need to set that detarget button that I found the other day. No, I can't get you. I'm sorry, Ren. At the end of the day, here's another piece of solace you can take. Ooh, Maddie's super dead. Guild Wars 2 is still making money. And it's still making them quite a bit of money. And that's important to remember, that it is your job, but it is also making them decent amounts of money. So they're not going to stop that. Unless you're, you know, Google, you're not going to kill products that are just profitable no matter what. Remember reading somewhere that Google needs to make like $1 billion, or what is it, like $100 million on every project they start. That's why they kill so many things. Which is crazy, but when you're operating on that scale, I kind of get it. It's so much money. These red dudes. Spent the first half of the stream complimenting them. I almost feel like CCs should affect cats as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a few people. Very immobilized. Well, at least I fell to my own death. Fall damage. Tragically, my elite does not remove immobilize and make me damage immune. It only does one or the other on this build. Llama's open source now, isn't it? Yeah, you got like 2 weeks. It's gonna be good. Check out this build. I think it's a lot more fun than the other one if you still want to play Bladesworn. High cover. Let me scroll up here. Moonshot is boon duration being removed from concentration. Concentration being made in a new damage stat. Scales with vitality and toughness. That would be even grosser. I mean, Jacob, what class are you thinking about for that? Because I think that would create more of a tank meta than anything else. Nothing would be able to kill anything else. But maybe. What I really want is, I don't want concentration to be removed. I just want there to be counters to boons and maybe like toned down a little bit in World vs. World, you know? No worries, dude. I have not played Blade and Soul. Or Blade and Sword. I haven't played that either. I don't have time for a lot of these things. I always like watch them from the periphery. We may have to switch back to Defiant Stance, but the reason I don't kind of want to do that is you lose a lot of Fury uptime, and I do like the reveal on this build. But maybe. We'll see. The other option is, of course, going back to good old Fear Me, and that's not even a joke. I actually like this skill. Yeah, it was like, I thought it was called Blade and Soul, but I'm sure there's something called Blade and Sword. I mean, I like options. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I did stop building the... Character was like committed to building the wall, like started. And then was like, I'm still building this wall, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you go staff, you need something to make up the damage. It's fun to move the pieces around and see what you can do with it. I could go Defiant Stance, I just don't want to. Oh, man. What do we lose with Defiant Stance? Quickness. We lose the dodges. That's not really super helpful. And this is why you try stuff out, right? And do this. You need some flow generation somewhere in this build is the issue. But when we're zerging, we might just change it up. I'm really happy with the gear, though. It works very well with the defense discipline setup. If, what's it called? Signet... I was thinking about this the other day as well, chat. Like, this Signet of Stamina, especially now that it has a real insta-cast time, would be insane on any other class, you know? It would be absolutely crazy. Like, something that increases your endurance regen just flat that much is psychotic on, like, Ranger or something. That would be so meta. So, it's not like Warrior doesn't have amazing tools that don't get used, but could be useful on, like, other classes and stuff. Thanks, Kate. Appreciated. Oh, I gotta set up in my chair. Posture check, yo. Alright, we've had a... This has been tonight so far. We're gonna, like, try to not die for the rest of the night. Good joke, I know. Yeah, it's not very useful when you're fighting, like, Zergs, because if you get caught in one, you're just kind of dead. I love that thing. Got some more ideas for updates on the channel. I think the channel might be in need of a little bit of a glow up, but we'll get to it. Somehow I'm not in combat yet. It's fine. I still haven't damaged anything. That's another thing this game needs, is just like put me in combat mode button. Like do 1 damage to yourself. Be amazing. This is good though. Might actually get some emblems of the Avenger tonight. Every boon in the game, dude. Oh yeah, Spellbreaker Bubble. The one thing that sort of matters in World vs. World. Glorious 5 seconds of Warrior not being awful. Need to repair this gate. Probably in that remix. It's on my... I can play this song, so it won't get DMCA'd. Like, I don't make any money from these, Maddie, but you know how it goes. If it's on my playlist, I can play it. If it's on the list, it's good. I say that now, and then, you know, stream will get pulled 8 seconds later. Going back to this. The thing with combat stimulant is like really long cast time, although I don't think any of Warriors don't have long cast times these days. There's one remix, and the guy who does a lot of these remixes is PXNDO. I don't know if that's supposed to be pronounced or stands for anything, but he's really good. And there's like 8/10 of a Bring Me the Horizon song, and I love them to death, but I can't play any of their music. And there's literally like less than 2 seconds of one of their songs in it, and it flags it every single time. Yeah, I don't know if it's the lag, but I feel like it is. You can tell if it's me making, like, just bullshitting or if it's actual lag based on whether or not the skill is flashing. Because sometimes there's, like, input lag that I'm feeling, and that usually gets me stuck in a wrong control set or something like that on the actual controller. And sometimes the skills just don't cast. And if it's the second one, then, like, no excuse. But I could also, like, play on a keyboard. That would probably help. Yeah, Australia is not the only one that gets hit with lag, man. We're defending this pretty well. Kind of wish I was on a healing build. No, he's good. He's good. Fuck, so dead. The thing with combat stimulant is I've found that even though it gives you some quickness and fury, you can't ever use the quickness and fury. You kind of just need to use it as psi uptime tools, where it's really hard to proc the quickness and fury when you need them to like do a burst damage for 100 blades or something, because it has such a long cast time. And because the combat stimulant buff itself only lasts for 5 seconds, it's like, what am I going to do? Spend 1 second of that like casting another charge? Unless you're like literally mashing them both out together, it's very difficult to actually get the boons from it. At least in my experience. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Every time something gets flagged, it gets from... I definitely need the reveal skill on a different button as well. Been trying to get better with that timing. Like I said, I think I've got the build that I really like. Maybe tweak some skills on it and stuff, but now we just got to get good at it. That is way more people than I thought. Yep, way more people than I thought. Fair enough. And then had a bunch of Dragon Temperature traps on him that didn't like trigger the first time I went through them, but is what it is. Is it called keyboard turning or controller then? Well, it's like if you see me do this is just like moving the stick, you know? If I could hold it up to the camera so you could actually see what I'm doing. But if I spin it faster like this, then I'd say it's keyboard turning, because then I'm actually like clicking a button to like select something. Yep. Staff does help with Fury uptime. It just doesn't... Staff doesn't do any damage. And the biggest problem with Bladesworn I found is just... It doesn't do damage, dude. Like, the most damaging thing on Bladesworn is Final Thrust, or, where is it? Banner of Strength. This actually chunks for a bit. So if you want funky stuff I cover, check this skill out. Because it's a blast finisher, it dazes. You can throw it at 600 range. The cast time isn't awful, and it, like, kind of slaps. And it also pulses a decent amount of might. That's another one that I was like kind of half meme thinking, half not of running. It's quite good. What Bladesworn really needs is anything, but like decent stun break could help it a lot. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. This is what I talk about, like moving pieces around, because if I take Defiant Stance, I lose Fury. If I take this, then I lose Resistance. I don't really need Resistance on this build. This is how my theory crafting process works. Yeah, we'll go with this. Go with this for now. Try stuff out. Oh my gosh, it's past time, chat. I don't know how you guys let me get away with this. Exclamation point, Feb 24 in chat. Or where is it? Jan 24 for the, sorry, let me set it up. Jan 24 in chat. Nah, Maddie, you gotta retype it. It's alright, I'll enter you. Don't worry about it, I said it wrong. Jan 24 in chat for when the balance preview is. And hopefully we will get this going here. Gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. And that will be for 25 gold. I wanna check my preview thing. How do I open image in new tab? Yeah, balance patch preview on the 24th. So we are good there. I'm excited. I'm glad they're doing a preview, if nothing else. I would hope for the balance patch in terms of warrior things I would want is, honestly, I would really like a glow up to just about, and I promise I'll stop saying that, just about every warrior weapon that isn't staff right now kind of needs it. Just like the base weapon skills. Even if it's just adding like cripple or vulnerability or something to them. It just feels like they kind of... If we want to move some of the power budget around on warrior, which they very clearly did with the last nerf patch where warrior's basically largely unplayable in most real game modes, like... I feel like the weapon skills would be a good start. So much damage, dude. I also feel like I used Bull's Charge a year ago, and it's somehow casting on the pet, but here we are. Yeah, exclamation point Jan 24 in chat. It'll be for 25 gold. That'll be first of tonight's probably 3 or 4 giveaways. Do a bunch since we missed Monday. I might try going and playing PvP. This... Not having much luck zerging. Definitely could go roam as well. Let's see what's going on desert. Although we are cute here, we might get some better fights. I don't know if it needs more vulnerability. I'm trying to think of what Spear should do. To me, Spear is more of a combo weapon, where if you land like all your skills, it's pretty good. I think they could do something with the Mace auto attack, like shorten it a little bit. It's really long, but it does do weakness, so maybe. I'm trying to think of like what Spear wants to live as. Right? And I think if we're going to die on the hill of it being the combo weapon or whatever, then yeah, it should combo better. Ah, Dragon Trigger looking like it almost does damage there. Because the 2 is very spammable, and the 2 is actually a blast finisher. So that's kind of a good idea. So what if it had a field? What if it had a field that you could drop on it, right? Like, what if... Here's a giant 4D brain play chat. What if the auto attack on Spear like shattered and produced... What kind of field would be good for setups? Like maybe almost an earth field or a weakness field? Yeah, they're never going to do that. Like the one that poisons, and then you could blast it with the 2. So the idea is like throw down the Spear skills, blast it with the 2 on your auto attack, but they were really low duration because obviously autos really shouldn't have fields, you know? Something like that would be kind of neat. That's a very bad idea. ArenaNet, if you're listening to this, don't do that. But I think stuff like that would be kind of interesting. Fire would help with setups, I guess, just because it's offensive, but the rest of the kit doesn't really have any... It doesn't really have anything that synergizes with what's it called? Brain. Can't talk and play. It's like outside doing things today. Doesn't have anything that synergizes with Condi damage. So maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool. I don't think that spear is a bleed weapon. Oh, we're in the wrong weapon set. It's alright. That's far too many, though. Yeah, I knew it. He's calling his friends. Fortunately, I'm stuck in Greatsword right now, which means I have better mobility than a thief. I don't want to give them a blind field because that's a little bit much, but poison works on just about any build, so the poison field I think would be pretty solid. Got him. Had help, but it got him. Smoke field. Yeah, I dare you, right? Never. Never gonna happen, but it'd be cool. Maybe on an elite skill give warrior a smoke field, you know? The closest thing I think we'll ever get to a smoke field is possibly having a trait that makes Flicker Steph stealth you for like 1 second. Dark field. Yeah, that's okay. Dark field would be, I mean, that much spammable blind would be a little bit much, especially if you're throwing like up, over, you know? But maybe they could, so here's what they could do. Instead of having, oh, I switched to axe. Wonder if he knows the tech. He doesn't know the tech. That's too bad. Got him. Maybe the other skills could modify your auto attack, right? So, like one of them. Which one has a longer cooldown? Or honestly, I think they put the field on the F1, right? I think on the F1, if you want to do something, yeah, like 2-second dark field after you throw it on the ground, or a earth field for the poison. Because I was thinking about this in the car today, actually. Poison is kind of one of the, I think it's second on the most powerful PvP conditions, I would say right now. I think chill is number 1. I think poison is number 2. And I think immobilize is number 3. And I want you guys to hear me out on this. Poison is alternatively not affected by either resistance or resolution. Each one only affects 1/2 of poison, and the other half of poison is like still pretty good. It's either damage or the healing modifier. So resistance just doesn't affect poison because it's a damaging condition, so you still get the heal modifier. And the resolution doesn't really matter because what matters when you have poison on a foe is the fact that they're healing less. So poison is actually incredibly strong when you think about it. It's very interesting. I managed to tag that guy, or is he super desynced? He's super desynced. Anyway, this is all speculation and copium and what we hope would happen. Exclamation point, Jan 24th, while I switch up. Oh, it's about to hit it, though. We'll wait for Bury the Light to pop off. But Jan 24 in chat if you'd like to win 25 gold. Just got to be followed on Twitch or subbed on, or sub. Brain broke. Pseudo's loading. Followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. It's what happens when I don't stream on Monday. You guys know everything goes off. Get revealed, bitch. He's got to be here. There's no way he's not. Yeah. Got him. See, now we're picking up. Now we're rolling. Gotta, like, remember how to play video games. Core NG. Respect. I thought there was a poison field. I mean, that's fine, even if it doesn't. I need to look up get up to date on my blast finishers here, chat, while you guys enter. Honestly, offhand dagger could use something like a water field. Offhand dagger on warrior needs to do something. Like, for real. Guild Wars 2. Blast finishers. So we got blind, chaos aura. Oh, give us that. Might, frost, conditions removed, swiftness, weakness, healing. Okay, so whoever said fire, I get that. Yeah, if you want to give the I mean, that kind of just makes it redundant with longbow, but it also doesn't, because it's kind of halfway between longbow and halfway between... Oh, that would make it work really well with King of Fires as well. Yeah, give the spear a 2-second fire field on the F1, like when you throw it in the ground. Harrier's toss. That'd be sick. Good way to generate might, especially with the 2. One day Dragon Trigger will come out? Jesus. Mashing F2, dude. Well, this is a problem. So what happened there is I have Warrior Sprint on my build. And granted, there shouldn't be counterplay to getting run over with a Zerg like that. But I have Warrior Sprint on my build, which removes Immobilize when you use a movement skill. A movement skill. Dragon Trigger 2 is technically a movement skill, but because they added a delay to it and because they didn't change the flag, where it removes Immobilize is actually halfway into the cast, so you can start casting it, it will remove Immobilize, and then you will get Immobilized again and not be able to move with it. ArenaNet, look, when you update Warrior, even if you nerf it, whether it's Signet of Stamina or Signet of Fury or whatever it is, please also change the flags on the traits. Like, come on. Anyway, exclamation, that's enough Warrior complaining. Flip the chip over on my desk for that. Exclamation point Jan24 in chat for our first giveaway. And like I said, I shouldn't be able to live to a Zerg unless I'm like, you know, pulsing Divine stance with that, but it's still just annoying, you know. I press the thing to counter this interaction. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. ArenaNet says no. Oh, man. No, it can't. Dragon Slash can't be unblockable by default. What they could do is add the stun back to it. The three being I mean, granted, this is just... I'm not saying no, your idea is bad, Tyler. This is us talking about stuff. But in my opinion, I don't think Dragon Slash can be unblockable because the 3 is already unblockable base, period. And I don't think the 3 should honestly be unblockable base, period, because this is what people don't realize. Bladesworn was functional on release of End of Dragons. It was, except for tactical reloading your shouts, and which was always stupid. Bladesworn was functional and worked, and all its kit made sense. They did their homework. When they started taking pieces like Dragon Slash 3, which you can't see here, and making that unblockable, or adding weird projectiles that don't ever actually explode to the auto attack, or giving this charges, they took power off the other places in the kit that made sense to give them to places that never should have had it. So you should have to spec into, at least in my opinion, you should have to spec into Dragon Slash being unblockable, but the other 2 options should make Dragon Slash do something, like stealing endurance or ripping boons or repeated slashing, like, you know, multi-hitting or daring dragon, you know, original or whatever it is, right? It was, like, the kit made sense on release, and then they were just like, yeet! Let's add ancillary bullshit that doesn't matter. And that's why I really want to ask Cal, is the original designer of this class still working at ArenaNet? And if so, what are they doing? But I am not the main character of existence, and Bladesworn is not the only class in the game, so I'm sure I've been playing Engineer quite a bit. That is also, you know, maybe in the need of a tune-up department, as it were. No, it's like the reason Daring Dragon needed to go, at least because we didn't get an explanation for it again, was that the 3 was now unblockable. Because you can't have something that is unblockable by default and 900 range and spammable like that, even if it does only 800 damage. Because the counterplay to Daring Dragon was run away from the Bladesworn or predict and block all their attacks. They could just use the slash more than once. But if they're unblockable, you lose your Aegis. You lose your counterplay to that. So it just... whatever it is, it needs to have counterplay unless you're a Willbender, right? I'm joking. Willbender's only mostly overpowered. People think I'm serious. Engie needs something. He needs something right now. I think Shoutsworn was alright, but they would have had to do something specific, kind of like they ended up doing for Call the Weak Ocean Bat, to make the Shouts heal less. Because I like the idea of the Shouts being instacast, let me say, especially since I've started using On My Mark to actually line up more damage on my Dragon Slashes or my combos, right? That's why I keep saying I need to move this to a different button. But the problem I had in my original Bladesworn video, which I may upload on Bladesworn's birthday, is that none of these are instacast except for this, so none of them work with your class mechanic. I don't know if your heal skill should be, but Tactical Reload isn't, so it also doesn't work with your class mechanic, right? So, to me, Bladesworn's kit, whether it's Shouts or instacast Signets or Flow Stabilizer or whatever stances, like the things that work best with the kit right now, even though the being in the trash can that it is, I don't want to, this guy's a core ranger, I feel bad, are the instacast things that you can do mid-combo, that you can do to prevent some damage or do a little bit more damage. They're not like, if Overcharge Cartridges was here, you know, was instacast instead of On My Mark, yeah, you can bet I would be using that instead, because that would work with my kit to do more damage, right? But it doesn't, and it's not, and we're not using it. What game mode are you talking about, Tandem? Just in general? To be fair, NG Spear's pretty good right now. NG Spear is actually kind of where I think all the Spears should end up. This guy's playing Spectre. He's trying to live the dream. That's another one that kind of needs help, at least in PvP right now. He is living the Spectre life. I think I just revealed that pet. I did. I gotta put it on a trigger or something, man. Something that I can always press for the reveal for mid-combo attacks. 1/4 cast time in Bladesworn, you can't heal through 4 seconds of CC. Yeah, like the healing Shouts. I think the bigger problem with Shoutsworn, honestly, was that, what's it called, was an ammunition skill. I think they could have just nerfed that and seen how it went, but they chose to take Tactical Reload off as well. Which was an interesting choice, you know? Tactical Reload was kind of... Oh, he's using the Spore thing. Sick. It was kind of broken. I get it. I think I have Defiant Stance Pulsing? I do. I tragically don't have anything that's actually going to help me here. There we go. Bro. Poison! It's gonna kill me! It's gonna do the... Oh, that was so close to killing me, dude. Thank you, Maddie. For the save. I'm getting on my cat like a cheater. Does that heal you? It doesn't. That's good. I believe you. Trailblazer anything is legit good right now. Nothing's playing Condi, so no one counters it. So everybody playing Condi gets a free pass. They're mad. Alright. But I do like the synergy with On My Mark with Bladesworn. I think the setups are legitimately very cool. I kind of almost think that On My Mark should be less duration and more vulnerability, actually. Uh-oh. We dragged the resolution around. Hold please, chat. Some funky stuff going on. Characters running into walls. I may have to kill XPadder. And go hide in this alcove, it's fine. There we go. Now we fixed the resolution. And we will kill this. And it was XPadder. So we will reopen this. Perils of playing with third-party software, chat. But anyway, let's do this first drawing. Thank you guys for your entries. It was appreciated. Thank you for the couple new follows also as well. If you didn't get a call out, also appreciated. Make sure my bot grabbed everybody, and we will do this little dance of giving away money. 3, 2, 1, click the button. We have to break dance. We have to break dance while we announce it. There we go. Sick. And it is... Close that window. Mr. Dusty Ostrich. I think you were following before. Congrats, dog. Character name or an account name. Whenever you can. Or you can whisper Salem. S-A-L-E-M. All one word. And I will shoot you some money. Nice, dog. It's all good. Did you figure out a way to make Spear, like, jive with what you want it to do yet, Maddie? It seems fun. It does seem fun. I think we just lost FSMC. We did. Son of a bitch. Decent enough? Well, that's the dream right now. Are you running a Vision sigil on it? Because Vision plus Volcano seems like it would kind of slap. This is the best song in existence. I feel like, because Vision's not 3 hits, it's 3 seconds in World vs. World, right? Send you some Zimbabwean dollars. Aren't they worthless? Isn't, like, Guild Wars Gold actually worth more than Zimbabwe dollars? Sorry, that's probably mean. Stars? Well, don't run stars on your primary weapon, dog. There is no need for that. You can switch to an offhand weapon and retain stars. Ow? That's like rude. I like that the regular ballista shots don't hit me, but the weird net does. Can I reflect the net? I cannot. And that did half my health. Also, chat, I wanted to ask you guys, is the cool new cloak and, like, the cloak with the hair coming out of it, is that for the Return to Dragons achievements? Because I don't want to do that, but I really want that cloak. So let me know if it is. Because that thing looks sick. It's like a Vagabond gear or something. There's a 3-piece. The net always hits. Well, that's kind of good. Just sending me... Oh, is this you? Sorry. Accidentally just doxed you. Not too hard. 25. Congrats. Thank you, sir. If I could type. Which I can't. That's why I play on a controller. We will do a bunch more of these. I try not to too hard. Cloak can come from the Black Lion chests. But is it from the achievements? Or is it only Black Lion? Because that might be a pseudo rolls for it. Because I kind of got to build my, let me see if I can... My stock of statuettes back up. This thing, yeah, Vagabond's package. And it comes with like 3 pieces. Like, look at this. And the hair is dyeable. Yeah, pseudo want. This is a pseudo want, dude. So cape, shoulders, and dope hood. It's like, anybody up on their Darkstalkers lore? It's like a Boletta, you know, Little Red Riding Hood. That is a sick, sick outfit. Also, PSA chat, For anyone who didn't catch the last VOD, there is a dedicated detarget button in the game, and it may or may not be due to a bug. So for Gremini, and I think other people have talked about wanting one, been complaining about it for like 2 weeks now on Reddit. You know, the best way to get an answer to something, chat, is to post something confidently wrong, on Reddit. And they will give you an answer, and it's this lock auto target button right here. So if you when you release this button, it's the third category down in control options. When you release this button, which you tragically can't set to escape, it will actually deselect everything. So you do have to bind it to something, you know, maybe next to your escape button. But let me just confirm. It's nothing better than to play League of Legends music. Deselect everything button, lock auto target. Yep, very interesting. That looks like a will bender. Bro, the lag. The lag is real. And it really hurts. See, if I had lock auto target there, I wouldn't have died. I didn't know you could just buy it. I guess it's there and not achievements. That is good, because I did not want to do those achievements. But yeah, it is right here. Again, third category down. Lock auto target. Right there. All good. I would definitely check that out if you have not. If you want a dedicated detarget button, as it were. So I think we are good there. Options. Huh. I swear my graphics options are different. Oh well. We'll roll with it. Tweak stuff later. Does anyone actually have a computer that can run this game, by the way? Because I have been searching, and outside of... We're getting one of those elusive 90, what are they? X3D cache, you know, 9, whatever it is, million CPUs that AMD makes. Just canceled in like 4 tech forums. 9800 X3D, I think it's called. Nothing can run this game. Even if you have like a, you know, 40, 50, 90. So it doesn't seem to be very much dependent on GPU. But let me know if you have a computer, because I'd like to pick your brain on what I could do to make this, you know, game run a little bit better. All right, so while you're here, I wanted to message you on Discord, but I didn't want to copium too hard. So I have 2 options for you, right? Option 1, we actually managed to do something, and by we I mean you, and give them decent feedback, right? And they're maybe spicing up the balance patch a little bit. Option 2, they forgot they were doing a balance patch and need to throw something together. Which do you think is more likely? Because I don't want to be cynical, but like, I don't have answers other than that, man. I don't know. How did your thing with Teapot go? I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I probably should have. I was like just skimming bits. I don't know how they could possibly be understaffed unless it's like what Silhouette says, where they have a bunch of people just working on their new MMO. Yeah. The weird thing with Guild Wars 2 is, I think Sil pointed this out in his video, a lot of their concepts are like canceled, you know? All the other stuff they've been working on. They forgot the 3 devs partied to Hard New Year. That's also possible, man. I don't know. I want to stay optimistic. We'll see. We'll see. It means I get my weird Bladesworn build that I need to get better at, like, for a little bit longer. I'm okay with that as well. Ah, the thief counterplay. None. Did you see how I started Bulls charging to where he wasn't? Because Bulls charge actually tracks like a sane person. $700 damage, dude. This guy is full Sally. You see how I'm like reflecting his shots and it doesn't reveal him? I think he's dead. I think, maybe? Yep, got him. I love that. Reflecting his shots, still gets to do the ambush, doesn't reveal the thief. They think the game is balanced already. Also a possibility, but then we wouldn't have a balance patch. I don't think Ellie needs nerfs. Catalyst, maybe. Trying to think what else Catalyst could do other than just on-demand stability, you know? Because it's kind of just stab and stats. That's the spec. Ugh. Oh, gotta sit up, chat. Can't have terrible posture on my chiropractic appointment day. An undue $70 worth of work. Silhouette, why aren't you in here? I know you're around. Come play video games. So what if your wife's mad at you? And jump at this guard. Whack. Oh, he's back. Man's back. How'd he cap the sentry? That's disappointing. Thought I had it. That's fine. This might be too many people. Oop, that's a Zerg. One of these days, one of my skills will cast. It'll be great, and it will be cake. But today is not that day. Might go try some PvP, chat. That is healing me. Noble soul? Oh, Maddie tried. Well, thank you for trying, Maddie. You're a noble soul. I want to try PvP with this build as well. No, but that sounds amazing. You can profit? That's what you could give out for your stream stuff, Silhouette. Sorry, dying. I have Relic of Rivers on here. It should be in the build? Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Nose itches, chat. Part of the thing that I've noticed is a lot of the time the lag you get out in the real world, you know, real world in AVG is not the same as when you're labbing stuff in like a test lobby. So, just gotta get better. And golems don't fight back. But I do love this build. I was dueling my friend on it quite a bit, and it was pretty fun. I just gotta practice at it. PvP it is. Let's go. Let's go set something up. If you sent me merch, no. I wouldn't wear it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't wear it. Counterpoint, have you bought a VOA hoodie? I don't plug or shill anything, even stuff that I would use. It would have to be something I've thought about this, my relationship with like sponsored stuff. It would have to be something I already use, whether it's like a mouse or whatever it is, in order for me to plug it. And there are like two things I would be comfortable doing that. One, the protein powder, and two, if XPadder or Xbox ever sponsored me or something like that. I'll think about it. I'm not going to tell you no. Send me something anyways. Can you buy a VOA hoodie? You could. You can't right now. That's kind of why I'm messing with them a little bit. We have hoodies, t-shirts, 2 different colors of each. And they're not just merch. I actually designed them myself and worked on them a bunch and had to learn how to, like, you know, take 3D models apart and CMYK color schemes and stuff. And it was a bitch of effort, but it taught me a bunch of, like, graphic design stuff. They're extremely fancy. And hopefully this year, if everything goes well, we will have pants as well. But yeah, we do that fundraiser about once every 3 years, and it is a fundraiser. I don't make any money off it. It's just to pay for the website. Technically, VOA owes me $300 for that website, because we didn't do one last time. We've only done it twice. You design my merch or your merch yourself too. Okay, I'm gonna send you. Hang on, I got you, homie. I'm not saying we're not the same, but like. No, I saw some of the t-shirts and stuff on your channel. They're good. They're good. Let me see if I can find this. I don't want to take the whole stream. I've linked them on stream before. You always said stuff. Pants. Nah. Nah. Shirt. Edgelord Warrior design for me. We'll see. I gotta go back and set up this PvP build, chat. Sorry, your eyes are hurting, Maddie. Remember to hydrate. Somebody hit Maddie with that fat hydrate check. Alrighty. Where they at? Ah, there they are. Premium shirts, larger. That's kind of what they look like. That's not the 3D render of them. Let me put this in Imager, because I'm sure like 2 people in chat are curious about this as well. New post. Base. These were not the final drafts, but these were kind of what they looked like. Those are the shirts, and then there's a hoodie version as well that is a similar all-over print design. Yeah, when we go on merch, we go hard, but it also taught me a thing. They are not cheap though, so I'm sure your stuff is more affordable. Zip up front, back. Yeah. And they come in zip and pullover versions as well. Yeah, so. Yeah, they're there. They're there. It's, so they're special order. Yeah, they're from an esports contractor. They're called manatee.gg. They're the most affordable. There's 1,000,001 dropshippers, but they actually were the most communicative, and they seem to have the best vibe, and they were also the most affordable. They're a minimum order quantity of 5, but we always hit that very easily. Sometimes one person hits that, and they're very, very cool. They're kind of that Under Armour, like moisture wicking feel. They're more of a workout hoodie, but they work pretty well in winter. The only thing that I don't personally really love is the zipper is good quality. The zipper pockets are really good quality. They're expensive, so we don't make that much money on each one, especially including shipping, which is the other thing I was going to warn you against, dude. And the second thing that's kind of unavoidable is just the way the hoodies are printed. They have cuffs, so I really should have ordered, at least personally, one size up from what I ordered, especially because I have been gaining a little bit of size, not a ton, but a little bit. But there's a bunch of VOA Canadian VOA people. You'd have to drive to part of Canada. Basically a third of the guilds in Canada. The thing with, it's either flat to the United States, so last time we did this, it was like $7 shipping, but it's gone up since then because everything went up with COVID and just stayed up. So it'd be like, I I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. It's like $20 shipping to Canada. But they're like I said, they're not cheap base. They're like $70. And even with that, I only make personally, like that goes towards the website, is like $7 on each one. Like I said, I'm not doing this. I love you guys, but I'm not running a guild for profit. I am very much invested on just like doing this for fun. But it taught me a thing. It was really fun. It was a good foyer into learning how to like do graphic design a little bit. This is interesting. Why can I not equip different weapons? There we go. Because prints actually use very different for this, you know, everyone in chat's eyes are going to glaze over, but prints use much different color scheme, or a much different color scheme than regular, just Photoshop, whatever. They need to be, I think it's CMYK. I'm probably getting that wrong. I'm already canceled in like 3, you know, Adobe circles, but it was a definite learning process, but it was also a very good thing to teach myself. So like I said, you know, ebbs and flows. And again, free plug for Silhouette. His stuff is A tier. Been talking a lot about PvP lately, and it's been quite fun. All right, what are we running on this chat for PvP? Because I don't think we can run balance stance, because balance stance kind of sucks in PvP. 50 seconds, that hurts so much. I think we're doing this. We're going to start off like this. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. Cool. Yeah. $1 per item sounds about right. Otherwise, you have to charge people an arm and a leg, and I don't want to do that. Yep. You can either go moisture layer, or you can just try to create an air pocket. Mr. Australian dude. Wonder if I can play Electric Callboy today. Oh, this is from a game. We're good. As weird as it is, I think I'm still going to run Relic of Rivers on this. You've been having a blast. When do you do that? I think you said Monday mornings, PM. Because I'll come and watch you get wrecked. Can't commit to that, but you know, maybe. And all the copious free time I don't have. There we go. Silhouette's been doing PvP, and it's been fun. I want to get him into world versus world crafting now. Alright, we are good. Sick. I feel like I should still have some stability. I almost feel like I should still run balance stance, honestly. Yeah, this feels better. Even with the 1 second of alacrity, it feels a little bit better. Okay. We can run this, see how it goes. Yeah, fishing's the way to go, dude. Just like throw on some boosters and go fish. Fishing OP. They're fishing. Alright. Queue for this. Meaning to try this. What could go wrong? Trying it first on stream. So that'll be like 8 to 9 my time. Interesting. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. You're picking a hell of a season to try to play any kind of PvP, I'll say that. But the meta, was telling Chad a little bit earlier, the meta has kind of shifted away from, you know, into countering Willbender a little bit. So they're less common. I guess that's what we were seeing in our last stream. Stomp is not a bad idea, actually, but I need another invuln. So we shall see. But let's queue here. It's not like Defiant Stance actually lasts for any length of time anymore. It's like all I do is like sit at these golems and press buttons, chat. Gosh, I hope this is entertaining for you as it is for me. But you get the shout off, you make Dragon Trigger look like it does damage so that ArenaNet doesn't nerf it, or doesn't buff it, it's great. Boom. It's amazing. That was quite fast. Hello, Gremini. What are your hopes? What are your hopes for the balance patch? Speaking of Gremini, we need to do another giveaway. Exclamation point PvP in chat. And we will get another game going here. I need to find a better place for the chat. The chat is like going off my screen and there's a giant bezel in the way. Oops. And one of my previews is glitched out. Come on, I only run 2. There we go. Going in there, dying regardless, 3 pips, keep pushing. Hell yeah, dude. You just gotta be followed on Twitch or exist on YouTube. Also, I have a new follower emote in mind, or at least a new sound for the Twitch channel. So, this is your last chance to see this one. I don't know, I perpetually don't expect anything and I'm kinda like let down. Alright, let's finish this thing, chat. Chug. That's another thing that I would actually plug. Huel. It's nice emote usage, Maddie. Very solid. Huel is a meal replacement. I would do Soylent, but Soylent, it turns out like some absurdly high percentage of the population is actually allergic to soy, and I am, even though I was a vegetarian, maybe because I was a vegetarian for 14 years, and I never knew that. And it has this really fun effect where if you eat too much soy, chat, which is the principal ingredient in Soylent, go figure, it makes your body break out in these like itchy hives, which is super attractive and ultra fun. So I stopped using Soylent and switched to Huel, and I haven't had any problems for just like meal replacement stuff. What I want is for Scrapper to be the same as the one in the Aether Blade. Oh, you mean the one that like, you know, destroys people? You just estrogenic? I didn't even know that was a word, dude. That's apocryphal. It has slightly higher means of making you produce estrogen. It's not going to turn you into a woman. If you ate nothing but, yeah, maybe, but you're not supposed to eat nothing but anything. You're supposed to supplement. That's one of the things I did wrong, actually, as a vegetarian, was I was not supplementing correctly because there wasn't a lot of information about it back then. There we go. That's pretty funny though, dude. Raid boss music to play for Scrapper, interesting. Ah, here's a Willbender, sick. Does this one Willbender kill these people, both these people? Oh my god, it did, it did. Why does it do so much damage? Help, potato. Alright, fair enough, just gotta get good. Shouldn't have tried to res that guy. That's what I'm talking about, chat. It's gotta personally get better. Did our entire team die and not cap home? Sick. Okay. I'm going to go far. The entire game. Whatever, it's fine. Get the decap. Dragon Hunter can go mid. Well, there's other things too. Like falafel is really good. Falafel might be made of soy. I don't know. There's a lot of supplements now that for vegetarians that aren't soy-based. We need points. Like, what a time to be alive, dude. I like that you can throw that shout over your shoulder. That heal skill is so fucking good on Guardian, dude. My projectile is going into space. It's too good. This translates pretty well so far. Getting some lag here. I think it's cool because one day that thing will hit, man. The vulnerability shout is also unblockable, which is pretty cool. Can I keep him in combat with it? Nope. Yeah, made a little bit of a comeback here. Unsure what killed me. I think the Condi's from the Harbinger. It's good. It's good. Chickpeas, yeah. Will I get the proc? I did not. That's truly tragic. But that man is dead. Ah. Not much you can do in Vengeance. Be interesting if Vengeance was 100%. I'm not saying it should be. Just be interesting. So far, I'm not loving Defiant or Balance Stance. What is it? Endure Pain. Why is that one not called a stance? Whatever. Why are there 3 people killing this one Spellbreaker? What a waste of time. How did you have 3 clones for the full invuln there? Desync weapon swap. I did not see his latest vid. I look forward to watching that later. That will be a fun with dinner activity. Could go more offensive rune as well. Spellbreaker's just casually watching his friend die, I guess. Oh, he's also using pistol. Interesting. Hell yeah. Still, be fun. What? Oh, Vengeance. Aha. not be here for a second. Did so much damage, I instantly killed that guy. Just kidding. Only sort of. Whack. Punch. I will say it is weird that they moved the balance patch preview, if nothing else. Is this only 12? No, it's 15. Huh. Like to be able to revive the one dude. There we go. Got him. Can't teleport upstairs. Stairs are too OP. Nah, bro. Stairs. Terrain pathing. Bladesworn's worst enemy. It's not like Willbender or any of this other counterplay stuff that I always talk about. It's stairs, dude. Always has been. It's the meme with the astronaut holding the gun behind the other astronaut. Exclamation point PvP in chat. Chat. Just gotta be followed on Twitch or exist on YouTube. I know they had to close their offices, but it feel like they'd at least have design goals set for what they want to do with it. So I find that very strange. You know what one of the big differences I'm noticing? I don't have celerity sigils, which means my actual setup CC is quite less, but that's okay. I shouldn't have celerity sigils. Not unless I'm running strength. I can just auto-attack him. He needs skills that, like, do stuff. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was not watching my mini-map. That's me being bad. Oops. I got a healthy lead. Someone chat, get off the damn catapult and fight. All caps. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, man. Guy picks Dragon Hunter to go sit on the catapult the whole game. Yeah, we'll do that drawing after this match. I'm a little bit behind, but we've been having fun with builds tonight. It's been good. Ooh, what's going on here? This is kind of like a cluster. We could take Defiant Stance, Frenzy as our stun break, lower cooldown stun break, same uptime on, like, damage immunity, I suppose? This isn't the worst. Alright, chat. It's time. It's time to duel. It's time to run in and die, I guess. It's a lot of CC, dude. Or a lot of torment. That's me being bad. It's not time to duel, it's time to die. Oh well. Just gotta get better. I think we're good. Oh no. They captured far. Tragic. Nail biter chat. What? The confusion got me. Oh my god. Okay. People on our team have brains. We aight. It's close, it's close, it's close. Oof. I was like, I hope it's not the Spellbreaker. It's a Spellbreaker. Bro needs to die. Whatever that Mesmer does, I cannot act during it at all. We win. Nice game. GG's. Good game. Very close. That's what PvP should be like, chat. Alright, 50% win rate for placements, and we ended up in Gold 1. Wow, that's much lower than they usually end up. Oh well, I suck. Exclamation point PvP in chat, and we will get this drawing going. Ugh. Thirsty, chat. Sucking that hard makes you thirsty. Oh my god. All the dailies, dude. What do I tell people? One game, man. All your dailies. Alright. While we load another character, we will load another giveaway. 3, 2, and 1. My boy. Silhouette has won. Congrats, dog. You want me to just mail it to you? I think you're in the guild. Or you can whisper me, because I'm feeling lonely. But congrats. If you don't want it, let me know. We'll send it over to somebody else. Ooh, somebody's been doing some recruiting here. Nice job, Enigma. Well done. You get a head pat later. I still think your placement matches are like kind of a lie. Because I've had a friend lose like 4 of his and he still gets put in like Plat 2 or whatever. So it's that's always an adventure where the MMR of this game is like weird and hidden and stuff. But could be wrong. Could just be copium. Who knows really? Alrighty. Man, I gotta start finishing some of these. I've been doing a bunch of map completion just in my spare time, but really haven't finished any of the legendaries. I gotta get on that. Sick. Why do you want those, dude? They look awful. I'm not gonna tell you your opinion's wrong, but like... Ugh, Chalk, Egg Sack, and Queen Bee, this guy. We should do some like homestead gaming while we queue. Where's all my new music, dude? That one's good enough. I'm gonna do homestead gaming, and I have no decorations, so it's gonna be an adventure. That's legendary back. Do we have any news on that Gremini? Do we know what its like precursor is, or what it's gonna look like, or some like leaked design documents or anything like that? I am curious, considering how ridiculous the spear ended up being. Cue it up. Oops, that's the wrong button. I don't remember how the PvP panel works, chat. I only said in the Armistice Bastion. Oops. I'm surprised it's the same build. Wonder if it'll put me back up to Armistice Bastion. It won't. It'll actually put me in Memory of Old Lion's Arch. That means this isn't an instance. That's interesting. Memory of Old Lion's Arch is an actual map. Like, on the map. How odd. Hey, you learn something every day. We're learning a bunch, chat. Also, I haven't forgotten. I wanted to point this out. I do owe you guys a larger macro giveaway, so look forward to that and get followed. We'll probably do some kind of fashion contest or trivia contest with the New Balance patch for that. I always like doing the trivia contests if we can, but it is not always possible because they take time and I have a job. I wonder, how much is the new Legendary Spear down? Can I just buy that yet? Whoa, look at all these people not playing the game. So many people log into World vs. World to, like, avoid playing World vs. World. I find it very odd. No judgment, but you're weird. Mushcat, let's go. Solo take this tower. People just want their gifted battle. That's a gem store lever they could pull, right? For all the people that, like, don't want to play World versus World. Because they nearly have all of map completion in the gem store now, right? I was realizing this. You can buy hero points, which you can buy from World versus World. I guess pulling out a catapult counts as swapping a kit. You can buy hero points from the gem store. You can buy all the waypoints from the gem store. And I swear they had a POI package once, but I could be wrong about that. The one thing they haven't had is hearts. And believe you me, as soon as they have that, I'm stocking up. Yeah. Everything else is just go run up to the thing and touch it. Honestly, with it's why I made that, like, how to make gold video. The End of Dragon's Hearts were not bad and actually kind of okay. I've got my way I do them down, you know. I will say the one sort of gift of whatever that was really rough is Desert. And I've been sort of trying to help my friend find time and motivation to do that. And not only do you need to do the map completions, but you need enough elegies to, like, buy the extra gift of desert things from each mount vendor, which if you haven't done any bounties or don't do legendary bounty trains, which good luck finding one these days, is really difficult. Like, they're expensive. They're like 300 elegies or something. And there's a reason people use Heart of Thorns over, you know, End of Desert for map completion for the Gen 2 legendaries in quotes. Or Gen 2.4, whatever they're called. This is the guild. This is the guild. This Nomo guild has dope people in it that are, like, really good at dueling. Like, shout out to Nomo. You guys are great. I think it's like these same 4 people. Is it the Harbinger and the Warrior? Yup. And then is this a Thief off in the distance? Or is it a different friendo? It's a Willbender. Ah. That's something we could do. I'm a little sad. We could see how many keys I have and roll for some... Should we do some gambling? Should we do some light gambling, chat? Do some gambling while we queue here. Everyone loves gambling streams, right? It's a healthy addiction. Do I have any chests in my inventory? Oh man, I do. We'll gamble 1 chest real quick. Did I get it? No. Later. Does it help? Does it help, GN Kid? Because unfortunately I'm still on the 5000 series, which means if I update, like, I'd need to update my whole rig, motherboard, and everything to the new architecture for the new 3D Vcache. Apparently, and I've been trying to find the video Gamers Nexus did. It showed up in my feed and I like forgot to bookmark it, but they did a video on, because I have a 90 or a 5950X, not an X3D because they don't make one. And I tried to, they did a video on like prototypes for the 5900 and 5950X that they were or X3D that they were going to make, but they never just finished them because those like got moved to the next architecture, the plans for them. They may be camp gankers, but like, I don't know. They were being respectful the other day. And I was talking with one of the thieves that I killed from the guild. They were pretty good fun fights. I don't know, probably depends. Maybe they only want to fight warriors, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't want to, I can't justify downgrading my computer effectively, you know what I mean, JN Kid? Because I would have to go to a 5800 X3D, and that would be like $100 or like $300 I could throw into a new, you know, updated computer. And it's just, there's no point when the 5950 is good enough, essentially. Especially because I use it for work, and it does have more cores for that. So, and especially because I got it actually on sale for like $170 or something, and it was new. So I was like, oh, the best CPU in quotes on this architecture for $170 because everyone wants the 3D cache now. Yeah, do that. I don't care. But it's good to know that that's working for you. I will obviously keep that in mind when I upgrade the computer, if and when. Alright, Pie in the Sky dreams for the balance patch go. I'm talking reach for those stars. Ooh, easy Q. What does Pseudo want? I want interesting Grandmasters above everything else. I want a few more things that add counterplay. Not necessarily to Willbender, but just to a lot of the boon spam in the game. Whether that's... I don't think concentration needs to come down this patch. I think that would be too much. But just counterplay to it, like boon removal. Like maybe a boon removal relic. That would be pretty good. Something like that. We may try... I don't think the runes of the Chronomancer are doing much for me, because they had like 1/4 of a second, if that, to the Aegis time. Keep them for now. It's fine. Gotta try stuff. We will take the lower cooldown stun break, though. Gotta try stuff, chat. Next time is the one. Oh, it's a different Bladesworn, or else I would gamble for you. Can we use the Candy Corn Gobbler? Can we use this one? We can't use anything. Everything's meaningless. I can't see to click my ready button. There we go. Interesting Grandmasters. I would like a lot of tune-ups and bug fixes. I think Mine Field itself could remove boons pretty safely instead of Throw Mine tandem. I think that would be pretty cool. Like the tool belt skill. Like if each one of the mini mines removed a boon. And then honestly they could keep it unblockable, but they could just make Throw Mine like the boon removal gone entirely. I think that would be pretty interesting. It's a good song. If you haven't heard of Solence, go look them up. They are pretty talented for a band no one's heard of. Mr. Zabels is now offline. Goodbye, iCover. I would like a lot of tune-ups and bug fixes to classes. Same thing. Do it, dude. Fucking dare you. Nope. Alright. Deadeye Gaming chat. Wow, that just hits the world, dude. Get revealed, bitch. Or just like don't kill the Deadeye I got down. That's fine. Why are you targeting me? That's fine. They are very solid. Minefield used to remove boons, really interesting. Yeah, I think each mine could remove one in an AoE. I think that'd give it some use in Zerging, right? Be kind of cool. Ah, didn't make it. You can make that jump if I wasn't bad. You need to get it right on the apex, though. What do you want Spellbreaker to do that it doesn't already do? There we go. How are we losing people? That's a problem. I don't know why it rallies the whole team. I really don't. Jump? What weapon set am I in? Jesus, 3? The fuck? So confused. Interesting strategy of fuck their home point. Cap mid, dude. The fuck? We're not gonna win if you don't cap mid. I like Fury or Frenzy. It's doing work. Go make a bad decision here. Well, at least you have the 25 statuettes for when it comes out in the guaranteed, you know? I'm glad they made that change. That was good. He wants nothing to do with this. Our ranger has a brain. This is good. This is good. Wow, the population is really low right now. Alright, sword versus shield. That was quickness defiant stance, and that still took a long time to come out. Bro, allies, do something, man. Ah, close. Do I get the shield res? I think it reses me, yeah. Cool. They want to keep chasing me around in a circle, that's fine. Can't waste any of my cooldowns that matter on this. I think there's a thief around here. Kill the druid that has like 2 health, dude. Mashing Dragon Trigger and staying it. People tell me Dragon Trigger 3 paths correctly, chat. Like with a straight face. You guys gonna follow me or what? Interesting strategy. Oh, you're the Nomo Willbender. I don't know if I fought you, but yeah, I was really enjoying it. You guys are like really fun to fight. I'm always an Armistice Bastion, labbing stuff, but you guys are super fun to fight. Much respect. Alright, we need some fucking damage in here. Dude, this guy blaming me for our loss is like the reason we're losing. Oh man, I want to type to him so bad, but typing in PvP chat is like a mistake. Just be like, dude, kill the down people. It's odd. No, all good, dude. You play Willbender, I'm curious. Do you think it's overpowered, or do you think it, like, people are just whiny babies? Because I get both sides of the spectrum. I think, honestly, tools on Guardian that are what make it overpowered, but also ArenaNet doesn't balance based on roaming, so, you know, who knows? It's like I was talking to your, one of your dudes that plays, I think it was Harbinger, where there's definitely tools on Warrior, like Shieldmaster, that are pretty brokers right now as well. Yeah, I think it's more down to Spear being really good right now. Like, Spear does too much. Willbender itself is probably fine. Like, Spear buttons can still do the same things, they just need to be either offensive or defensive. Each one just does too much, and I think the heal skill is a little bit overtuned for a Guardian heal, but that might be bias. Maybe you guys need a good one, I don't know. Dude, I love NG. That's the other one I'm gonna start theory crafting after I... what's it called? After I get bored of Warrior someday. Thank you for the follow, Chris. Appreciate it. Are you fighting a Ranger? It's always gonna be in an evade frame. He's got this. Nah, he's got this. He's got to have it. We need to defend mid. I would like to deselect stuff. Yeah, I didn't nail everything, but it's, you know, I tried my best. Not everyone's opinion isn't right, 100% right about everything. I just wanted to get the discussion going. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it, because I can always improve. Judge's intervention should have a cast time. Like, what's it called? Untamed does. Good Jesus. This guy knows his buttons. That was really good. That was really good. Okay, they win. No, it was a good comeback. I should have just run far. Sick. Take that loss. That's fine. Well, it's just if you can't really balance classes like 1-to-1, right? So, you know, just because Untamed has a cast time doesn't really mean Guardian necessarily should, but Judge's Intervention is also like a stun break and is good, so I don't know if Willbender's gonna have... Again, you can't balance Guardian. This is the Spellbreaker problem. You can't balance Guardian based on Willbender, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I would be looking at things like the Healing Signet or Spear or Judge's Intervention. If I was... Stand Your Ground needs to be addressed. Well, they've started doing this thing, at least on... I know there have been other instances as well, but they did... The fact that Spellbreaker gets a bunch of, like, smaller burst skills was synergizing way too well with... what's it called? Call the Weak. So you had way too high weakness uptime on Warrior. So they specifically nerfed it on Spellbreaker in addition to nerfing full counter. And I wonder if they will start splitting other traits and skills, you know, for Willbender or whatever in this patch as well. Right, exactly. So maybe Stand Your Ground on Willbender could give fewer stacks of stability personally or something like that. But that's the thing as well. I don't want Willbender to stop losing or start losing the things that make it interesting just because people are like complaining about it. So, and one of the original intentions for Crashing Courage, I believe that's what the trait's called, the Grandmaster number 3, was that you were going to be immortal while it was active. You were just only going to have it for a little bit of time, but that got, you know, yeeted from space, and now it gives you Aegis, or Pulses, boons. And the problem with that is there's counterplay to the first one, there isn't really counterplay to the second one because concentration exists. So if Crashing Courage or something similar, right, wants to retain its identity, I don't know if you can start nerfing things like Stand Your Ground, but because that's like, specifically you can't use this one thing, and then the 3 people who are enjoying it were like, no, I don't know. No magic bullet. Just like to get people's opinions on stuff. Righteous Instincts trait is probably the strongest. Is that the 40% crit chance thing? Because that's what all my friends say is overpowered, if so. So maybe on specifically Willbender that could be lower. Or maybe Willbender could just have lower durations on resolution or something like that. Thank you, White Beauty, for the follow. Appreciate it. It's the last time we'll see that follower or hear that follower notification. We're going to have an updated one. It's going to be good. It's going to be cake. I know it's not specific to Willbender, but they're good buttons. I don't know. I don't like ArenaNet's... A lot of the time, I don't like ArenaNet's habit of looking in PvP and going, okay, these specific things are overperforming, so we're just going to nerf the numbers on them without really taking a look at, like, that's fine, but you know, take Warrior, right? Adding a delay to Dragon Trigger 2 basically killed the class. So I don't want them to change the cast time or add a cast time or do something basically that makes Willbender lose the playstyle that people are enjoying. I would just want to add counterplay to that playstyle, if that makes sense. So, you know, the counterplay in PvP, at least the way the meta is adapted, is once they blow all their burst, you can kill a Willbender. Boon duration is really strong in World vs. World, and Guardian gets a lot of boons. So, not sure what you can do about it there. Boon rip, maybe. Yeah, it's a crit chance one. 40% is a lot. 40% was a lot on Revenant. 40% is a lot on Guardian. 40% would be a lot on Warrior. The reason ARMS is allowed to exist and give you free crit chance for 4 seconds is ARMS sucks. And despite me trying to run it over and over and over again, ARMS sucks on Warrior. Are any of my skills going to connect to this dude? No? Alright. Gosh, glad I... What got him up? Bro. Oh, I thought it was a Deadeye. It's an engineer with a rifle. Weird. Ooh, that looks painful. I don't know if it is painful, but it looks painful. Don't want to be in that. Don't want his dog just attacking my leg either. Wow, that is a long duration chill from the throw junk skill. Downstate. What's up, dude? Or dudette. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you are enjoying the content. I'm trying to not suck at PvP. It's a very different world. I think the bigger issue with Willbender and the reason I put this various ways, but I think the one that I've landed on for why that best explains it is it's just the best +1 in World vs. World right now. And if Willbender didn't exist, it would be Thief or Revenant or Mesmer or something like that. The thing that makes a Willbender frustrating to try to talk about is a lot of the tools that it has, like I said, are Guardian tools. So when you introduce talking about actual Guardian balance, then people are like, no, don't nerf Spear, no, don't nerf this, no, don't nerf that. And that presents a problem because it's like, okay, so how is change CCs, man? How do we start addressing some of these problems that exist only on Willbender without destroying Guardian, you know what I mean? Help Potato. This dog is wrecking my butt. Oh my god. If you haven't seen it, go watch my downstate video, because that applies right now. Oh my god. Mechanist and Ranger downstate, dude. Ow. Yeah, I know it's the orbital laser thing, I just wasn't sure if they were spec'd for power or whatever. The interesting thing, and again, I bring this up a lot when people talk about like End of Dragon spec balance, whether it's Untamed really not having an identity or Bladesworn just sucking giant amounts of dick constantly, or Willbender like being overpowered, is a lot of these things made sense in their original End of Dragons release because they had weird trade-offs or their kit made sense and had different tools. But ArenaNet was just like kind of no, and started adding, you know, Willbender stopped having trade-offs for better or worse, mostly because of PvE, where it, I don't know what dazed me there. Is that a supply crate? Did he somehow get out of combat and put on supply crate? I'm not fighting a supply crate. You can have that point in your place in hell. Its virtue's no longer layered for PvE. That man still had both of his dodges. Alright. Team is... Can't blame the team, just gotta get better. But... sigh. Yeah, you can press the pet skills while downed, you can swap on Ranger while downed, it's amazing. Apparently Supply Crate also lasts for like ever, so this is happening. For better or worse. Fuck. Got it off. This is ridiculous. Everywhere I go, it's just hell. Oh my god. bro. Damage the Guardian. I have 2,000 health to kill the Guardian. Alright, we gotta get out of combat, chat. Oh, man. Exercise in futility. Does the F1 really hit for that much? That's kind of crazy. Dragon Trigger hits for about 2 damage, so what's it like having skills that damage? Oh, hell yeah. Do I actually have a teammate for possibly the first time in this entire match? Nope, I don't. My team's dead. That's the only reason I have a teammate. Alright. Oh, for sure. I'm sure you... I was gonna say, if your leader's a warrior main, I'm sure you talk balance every day, and I bet half of it is complaining how bad warrior skills are. And the thing with warrior, at least in my opinion, is it's not bad. It's just really janky. And that does add somewhat to the feel of it, but it also doesn't help talking about actual balance, because the things on warrior that are good are really effing good. The things on warrior that suck really effing suck. So again, it puts you in this really awkward position of not being able to like really figure out what the problem is or what needs to be fixed without talking to... God damn it, team. Alright, I need to win my side nodes. By the time I get to mid, everybody's dead, so... I could just kill the mech, but he can just summon another one, so... kind of a problem. That's all my goal was with having the channel as well, was just talk balance with people. I don't make any money from this bullshit, I just happy to talk builds and whatnot. And because all of my skills only hit 3 targets because I'm a warrior, I can't hit him or cleave down the turrets. Lay sigh. I don't know what we're going to be able to do, if anything, to this. Yeah, that was me being dumb. I should have waited. I should have at least waited for Defiant Stance. That was a bad play. Oh well. He doesn't have a stun break? The Engineer? I think the Engineer has one. They have Shift Signet. Shift Signet does everything. I mean, it should, because Mechanist blows, but like, it's 1200 range, it's instacast, it cleanses 2 conditions, and feeds your cat, and does a stun break. Shift Signet is like the best single button in the game. Oh, yeah, I was like, who are you talking about? He might not. I'd believe that. I was kind of bullying him the other day, but I try not to kill people that I just chase down. Dude, can you do damage to this guy? It's all me. I don't think... Whatever. Ah, we got a kill. Time to capitalize. Maybe not. This is a Gunzerker. I found all the damage on their team, chat. Guys. What are you doing? Oh, man. It's alright, it's alright. Just gotta get better. There's only 2 deaths so far, I think, this match. Shift Signet's insane, but it's allowed to be insane, because you lose your toolbelt skills on mech, which is a huge loss. Fuck. I almost got in. Sword 2 casually not connecting because it never does. It's perfect. It's a flawless skill. Might just kill the mech. Doesn't the mech have like 30,000 health or something insane? Double stunned. Here's a secret, chat. The best button on your bar is your dodge button. I was gonna win that too. Damn. Oh well. Is what it is. Get up around 26 if geared for it. Yeah, it does insane burst. Wow, my rating is so bad this season. That's what I get for going, like, trying weird builds. Oh, man. No, thank you. Thank you, iCover. Thank you for hanging out. We gotta do a third giveaway, guys. We already did February, because, or January 24th, because that's the preview. What else could we do here? Do a trivia topic. We haven't done that. Or... think if there's any other notable news. Nope. Exclamation point WVW in chat. Just got to be followed on Twitch as if my chair doesn't break. Oh my god. Just got to be followed on Twitch or exist on YouTube. Sorry about that. And we'll do that drawing for 25 gold. It's like $1,000. The fuck? Whatever. Oh man. Alright, do a couple more of these. It's alright, we're learning, we're practicing, we're finding the PvP formula that works. I may switch up the runes. We will see. But I do giveaways usually every Monday or Tuesday, whatever day I can stream first. Today is neither of those days because we had some work stuff to do, so... It is the first day of the week, technically, so we will still be doing our giveaway. And we do have a larger giveaway coming up on TBD, but I would like to hopefully have some balanced stuff to talk about and maybe some trivia to do, because that's always fun. I do think things that sort of general changes the game, though, like the Sally nerf, really help deal with Willbender, because... Not really directly Willbender, but things like Willbender or Harbinger or whatever... could just use Celestial Gear. And again, warrior bias here, but use Celestial Gear way better than a lot of other classes. So it's frustrating to try to talk about a discussion around Celestial Gear as well without people gatekeeping it or being like, no, Celestial Gear's fine or anything else. But there were just classes, obviously Elementalist, that everyone thought were going to completely fall off a cliff if Celestial Gear was nerfed. And surprise, surprise, Elementalist is just fine. It just took people some time to adapt. So, you know, there's a balance patch. They're nerfing your stuff. Don't panic too much. Whether it's Warrior or Willbender, heaven forbid, or anything like that, a Guardian Spear, Selly Gear. It just takes people time to adapt, and maybe you'll end up using some weird skills that you never thought you would be. But yeah, exclamation point WVW in chat. And as long as I don't kill myself by falling off my chair, we'll do another giveaway at the end of this match. I've been tooling around with a mech build as well. Maybe just stream that next Monday. Is your build a spear build, Chris? I would be very interested. Minstrel's only a problem because concentration's a problem, right? Like, the reason Celestial Gear was good or overpowered was partially due to the fact that concentration and expertise are raid stats. And for better or worse, adding raid stats, like there's a reason they removed them in PvP like 2 years ago. Adding raid stats that were never, the game was never originally balanced around, and this game was made on a PvP, at least base, let alone an engine, to something like a game mode that sort of has sort of PvP balance was a mistake. And part of the reason that Celestial Gear was so good is not only that it had concentration and expertise, but it was because concentration and expertise were coupled A, together, and B, on a stat set that wasn't functionally otherwise useless. Because concentration, Diviners is like the only sort of exception. Pretty much every gear set with concentration or expertise and any appreciable value is kind of awful. So keep that in mind when you know, that's another sort of balance lever that they can pull, where they really haven't added, you know, concentration to full Berserker gear, right? It's not like Herald or Harrier or whatever it is, Harrier stats, has like power, precision, concentration, ferocity, you know, with power and ferocity being the main stats there. It's stuff like that that I think a lot of people forget about. See what my team's doing. All right, we can do this. Just casually double dodge through stuff. It's fine. I need to set that detarget button, dude. Sooner than later. Oh, no problem. Mace shield, interesting. I vibe it. Heard people really like the Mace Shield playstyle for, what's it called? On various types of mech, or various types of engineer, or PvE. I managed to waste a bunch of their buttons, which is pretty good. What's this, a thief? Sick. I think he's dead here. I think they also changed Unseen Sword. But yeah, Minstrels is only a problem because concentration is a problem, right? It's concentration on a defensive stat. It's just, you know, what people were running before Selly. Or Selly got buffed 3 years ago. So if you take away the concentration from Minstrels, people will start shifting to Harrier. How you do that, I have no idea, but we'll see. Because Minstrels is kind of supposed to be the support stat. And there's already a main stat, you know, main stat concentration set in the game. It's called Diviners, so if people need boon duration, it would be nice to have to choose, you know, one type of support or the other. I just don't know if that's what ArenaNet really wants. This is mean. We are bullying these poor souls. Also, chat. Exclamation point world. First off, exclamation point world versus or WVW in chat. World versus world works as well for this command, but if you'd like to win 25 gold. And second off, why in the flying fuck does getting a kill in PvP rally your entire team? I still have no answer to that. Spear 2, lack of defenses. I see that for Engineer, but I kind of think that Spear 2's defenses are kind of like how you have to play Druid, where the defenses are the offenses, right? Like if you CC something, they can't do damage to you, sort of deal. That man just jumped into a hole. Quartermasters count as veterans. Anything that counts as a veteran that gives stacks will rally a player. The bug I'm glad they fixed, that to my knowledge wasn't in any patch notes, was where you could have, like, I could be taking a camp, they could have a veteran on their side fighting in the camp, and if the veteran died, it would rally the allied player to the veteran, which I was not a fan of, but they seem to have fixed that one. But in World vs. World, it only rallies one person. In PvP, it rallies your entire team still for reasons. Like, it's so swing heavy. It's something that I feel like is a fixable problem. I just, again, don't know if ArenaNet wants to fix that specific problem. Man is playing Core Ranger, and I like it. I just had to get the vibe going. I might switch up the rune. I'm not ecstatically happy with this. Just having more raw crit chance might be better. I was like, what pet is healing him? I killed the pet, and it's his pet Harbinger, which is new tameable pet from the next release of Janther Wilds, by the way. Make sure you go grab it, because it's, like, pretty good. It's got a gravity well that never renders. The entire team is nuts. It's just... This game... PvP fundamentally in this game doesn't have comeback mechanics, which, if we're, you know, getting into the fundamentals of talking about or trying to improve PvP, is one of the first issues I'd address. Some maps do. Like, Skyhammer actually has a very good mechanic. It's just way too long, so no one wants to play Skyhammer. Like, if Skyhammer kept the comeback mechanic of contesting the, you know, Skyhammer, but was 50 points shorter, it would be, in my opinion, a lot better of a map. We are just bullying these poor kids. This is what happens when I get into silver. But Skyhammer and the boat one, both decently good objectives. But there's no rubber banding, there's no comeback mechanics, there's no anti-snowball, really, other than those couple maps. And the fact that you can just get a kill and go full glass and rally your entire team is nuts. To me, at least. But I don't main PvP. Maybe Homage has a different opinion on that. He is fantastic. Go check out his channel as well. But it is wild, to say the least. Getting, like, Wizard's Vault stuff done, chat. Yo, wake up! Exclamation point WVW in chat. Help fund Pseudo an ability to speak. It's too cold. The air's too dry today. And we will do that drawing as soon as this match ends, which should be pretty soon. And in the meantime, we will breakdance. I gotta get a wired controller or something, honestly. Like, I feel like the delay for the controller is also not doing me any favors because I play wired, but I like to sit and, you know, keep in my lap. It's one of the reasons I play on a controller and not a keyboard. There we go. Sweet 26 plus. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys time to zone in until I zone into Armistice Bastion. I mean, I do it to myself, right? So if I lose, I can't blame the controller. The only thing that I do get bummed out on is when World vs. World lags sometimes, or when I... You know, there's 400 people in a map, right? I'll get stuck in, like, control set 2 or control set 3, you know, and my reset just won't work. Like, if I'm mashing buttons, you can kind of see it here, where if I just mash all my buttons, sometimes it'll not work correctly and stick me in a control set like that. So I'll think I'm pressing buttons that I'm not actually pressing. That's the only downside, really. I've done every bit of content in this game except for Sarah's CM. I have done HTCM on a controller, and I highly recommend it if you have some kind of handheld. It is so relaxing. Yeah, controller gaming is the dream. You just got to find a setup that works for you. I specifically chose this MMO when I chose it 10, 400, 6,000 years ago because it wasn't WoW, and it was going to have just the right amount of buttons to be able to map to a controller, basically. And then they started adding Untamed, and you have F7 through 10. Anyway, we got a drawing to do. We have some entries. Let me throw you guys an RNG giveaway. Man is believing the dream that Spellbreaker works. 3, 2, 1. We should get the gambling stream going too. Making sure it grabbed everybody. Chira. Oh, sorry, Chiral. You have won. Congrats, dog. Character name or an account name? Appreciated. Chiral 104. Yeah, pull it down to where I can read the font. Character name or an account name, or you can whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word, or shoot me a mail before the end of the stream. I will give you 25 gold. Congrats. Back to the gambling stream, chat. This is content. Content in quotes. We're getting this vagabond outfit. We're not getting the vagabond outfit. I take it back. This is meaningless. All hope and life in the world, meaningless, fundamentally. This is about the point, because I haven't gotten any, thank you. I haven't gotten any uncommons yet, Oof. This is rough. I might actually switch characters or just wait, because the RNG in this game is maybe tinfoil hatting a little bit. The RNG in this game very much seems to go in waves, where if you're lucky on something, you're going to be lucky on it, and if you're not lucky on something, you're not. And the reason I say that... No, the reason I say that, Ken, is actually... Yeah, so you got the Vagabond and 8 keys. I have seen... Shit, this is the wrong character. It just ate my food. Fuck. Sorry. At least I'm not running Writs of Speed on this build. That's why you have 2 warriors, chat. It's the only reason. I have seen 3 people in my 11 years, and this should be mathematically impossible. I have seen 3 different people not only double pull back-to-back bank access contracts, but triple pull bank access contracts. And I know that's only 3 people, and our guild is larger, but the mathematical impossibility of that is so insane. Yes, a triple... And it's specifically that one contract. So maybe that one's bugged. I don't know. But from what I've seen, if you take a break, you'll get like... Your RNG will go up. And your RNG seems to ebb and flow. Yeah. And I've been doing this bullshit for like 11 years, running a guild for that long. It's nuts. It's crazy town. Also, free plug for our guild. We just talk about builds and do raids and stuff, and there's lots of people gearing up for the challenge modes when they come out. So, only rule is no political or religious stuff in guild chat. No really others, but all good. I know people have different. Just wanting 1 confetti. Well, you get there. I never thought I'd be rich in this game, and then I found the one thing that works for me, which is selling End of Dragons legendaries, and because it's, you know, map completion so relaxing. Works for me. But I've seen some shit in this game where it's not just like people linking that... What? Why? What the fuck is going on? And now no one is... Right. Whatever that was. It like broke my brain. Pseudo's on load. Seen far too many people like do stuff like that. This Soul Beast actually does all of the damage in the world, by the way. There we go. Finally killed that guy. I was really hoping that would hit him through the wall. It did not. Okay, you go. Fuck. No communication. This is why one guy on voice comms, or 2 guys on voice comms, will beat out literally everything else. I'm in silver, but like our team seems to know what's up. So, unclear, I suppose. The Mesmer should get mid. The Mesmer's not getting mid. The Mesmer's following me. God damn it. I don't know what's going on. It's a video game, chat. It would make sense if it follows Guild Wars 1 rules, right? No, don't cap this point or anything like that. That's fine. You know, I cast the thing that makes me invulnerable and not take damage, and the game didn't give a shit, so... I'm just glad I could be bait. Please don't make me vengeance. You're gonna make me vengeance. It's a video game, dude. I'm gonna die in 2 seconds. You guys better kill this idiot. Kill him. In the same area. Yeah, but there's other ways to prevent farming, and they could... I don't know, they probably couldn't roll that back at this point. This warrior is like, got the support tech. Kinda dig it. Nice dodge. Well done. Not like my skill has a intentionally 2-second longer cast time. Sure. I think he just bannered himself or something. Not really sure what that was about, but alright. Oh no, my allies died to this, like, one guy. Yeah, we're in silver. We're feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Definitely silver tier games. Nobody at Skyhammer. Alright, I can have Skyhammer. Warrior's gonna be on my ass the entire, or whatever this is. Shit, dude, nice setups. Well done. I thought I was outside of that, but I guess not. Like, you can see my reticle. Oh, it was good. Yeah, all good. Sure, I can have you. I'm always down to fight and, like, duel and stuff. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys joining. It was a lot of fun. You could Lust Gardas people are, like, great, like I said. It was very fun. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, have a good night. Alright, how do we turn this around, chat? We teach our team how to rotate. Our Mesmer's going far. Just trying to, like, watch and learn and see what people are doing, right? I think he just blocked my unblockable skill. Dragon Jail that doesn't render. I put in buy orders for them. I mean, you have to buy them weekly, right? Antique Summoning Stones, you buy the ones you can weekly, and you put in buy orders. A lot of the legendary stuff, it'll obviously, say obviously again, but it'll be a lot easier once you make one to make more. This guy is like some kind of insane tactics defense spellbreaker. I think this is what the Nomo spellbreaker I was fighting as well was running, the staff hammer, where it's just very hard to do anything to them. And they don't really do anything until they're in hammer, and then they either kill you or they reset. I started using my Daze skill before he used his heal skill. The game didn't give a shit. This is sad, dude. Fucking Warrior 1v1s are in such a sad state. Just waiting for the other person to, like, hit me. Hit me. No, hit me harder. I can't hit you. I'm already using a Berserker Amulet. Good practice, I guess. Dragon Trigger almost looked like it did damage there. There we go. Finally. But yeah, I mostly just buy order stuff. If you're having trouble getting, what's it called? The Ancient Ambergris, you can fish for them. And you can convert fish up, like it said in the video, which is pretty good. There's a couple ways that you can make stuff work. And we won our fights. Teams yelling at each other. Typical. I dig it. I'm just in it for the fights, dude. I think we're going to switch it up, though. I think I'm going to change Chronomancer to Ranger Rinse. Crits are so important on this build. I know ArenaNet doesn't want boon duration to be a thing in PvP, and it shouldn't be, but, like, it's... Dragon Trigger gave you 250... I mean, that's the problem, Tandem, is... You mean, like, when you used it, or when you charged it? Because the problem with Dragon Trigger doing anything is it has a theoretically 8 to 7 second cooldown. So, the thing with Bladesworn, I'm not just going to, like, start complaining about it again, because, again, there are things on it that are very overpowered, like Shieldmaster, that are good. is it's just janky right now and none of the skills connect. If they fix that, and we want to talk about design, ArenaNet needs to figure out what they want, like what role they want Bladesworn to do that's different from Berserker and Spellbreaker. Because right now, Bladesworn is just a worse version of Spellbreaker. It has worse burst, it has worse survivability, and it has worse lockdown, right? And it can't run a healing weapon because it can't run staff, because it needs a weapon that actually does damage. So they need to figure out what they want the gun saber to do and how they want it to play. And if they want... Again, the reason that it was balanced when it came out is people forget that Unyielding Dragon actually didn't give you might when you charged it. It was unblockable, it stunned, but you had to find other ways in your kit to generate that might, which is fair because you had shouts that generated might and frenzy and tools like that. So it effectively does give you a damage boost when you charge it. I do think that if you get to max charges, it should automatically crit at this point. But really failing that, what I want for Bladesworn, I've already said in my reworks video, is I either want them to take everything but tactical reload and revert that change, like all of it, or I want them to completely redo it and put the redo on like a Grandmaster, right? Take out Immortal Dragon, it does nothing, and then like the bullets are ammunition, like on Thief and Firebrand, right? And then instead of having charges for this and your Dragon Slashes, those are your bullets, right? And F2 just converts flow into bullets. So you actually have to like press a button and you still get that tactile feel of loading a bullet. And I don't know, it has a trait on it somewhere that every time you load a bullet, you heal for like 200 health or something, right? Yeah, don't do Leviathan, just fish. Casually do stuff. I mostly just put in buy orders for all my materials. Again, once you get one done, it'll be exponentially easier to do the others. It's really good. I'm glad that we're getting a balance patch dream, that we're actually getting previewed instead of just nothing. And it feeling like they threw something together at the last minute, if that makes any sense. Nice, dude. Welcome. I'm glad you could achieve that. Hello, friendo. Let's see what this new legendary spear is down to. I forgot what it's called. Let's just search K. Ah, it's still up there. Hovering at around 3,000 gold, man. May have to just bite the bullet. Oh well. Yeah, I know it was like 5,000. Well, it was like way more than that when it came out, but it was hovering around 5. It's the same Nomo guys. They're just like chatting. I love you guys. I'm gonna wave at them. They just hang out in like our camp chatting. Ow. The fish spear is better. Are sharks fish? I guess sharks are fish. Alright, back to the gambling stream. It's hella easy to make. That's good. I imagine once you do this stuff, it's easy. There you go. There's your how to make gold in 2025, 2026 videos. Make that spear and sell it, right? I like the footfalls of the fish spear a lot. I dig that. This is the first build that I've found, you know, I always say this, but like, Theorycraft Bladesworn literally to hell and back, and with Discipline, now that I've found a way to make Discipline actually do some damage, it feels a lot better to play. So Shocktify, if you're out there, like, don't lose hope, dude. Maybe one day we'll be a real class. Sharks are edible. Yeah, they must be fish, right? That's how it works. I think I need to play... In PvP, at least, I need to play this build much less conservatively. I need to just go all in, and then if I don't kill something, run away like a baby. Let's see. I hope as well someday Thief gets a tune-up. And I don't say that because, like, I think Thief is underperforming, kind of like the same thing with Warrior. I just think it doesn't really have interesting things. Spectre, in the same way that I think, as Bladesworn, kind of, is a really good contender for doing something more interesting with Thief. Like, I believe Spectre still loses initiative for speccing into Spectre. I could be wrong about it. I'm actually going to check that. But Spectre is kind of like has a bunch of design space that I feel like could do something without being too insane. I want to know now. We need to queue. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm definitely going to go on to the other character and use some boosters real quick. Spectre. Come here, thief things. You have some amount of initiative. And at least as of the last patch, yes, you lose a lot of it. We're not doing trade-offs original anymore, says ArenaNet. Meanwhile, fucking Bladesworn over here with one weapon, Inspector over here losing initiative. Just ArenaNet things. Bye. ArenaNet floats through a window no one saw was open. Alright, Cal, whatever. You know? It's kind of odd. Find some more Divide music. Where's Jim Yosef at? Heck yeah. Cautiously optimistic about the balance patch, chat. I want to believe that people like myself maybe, or Silhouette, or I don't know, Cal Cohen's cat finally got the message across that Boon Grandmasters are a little bit annoying. Scepter Pistol Conti Spectre is actually good. I've heard that the... What's it called? I don't know if it's pistol, but the Twilight combo ability Dream is like quite good. It's just got this weird thing where, I mean, it's built into the ability where it fires this like ball, and then you need to, it fires a second ball, and the second ball needs to actually hit the first ball to like rocket the first one forward. That's Dagger. Okay. Because I've heard, I think iCover was testing Twilight combo, and he said it's really good, but it's also really jank. But it's jank like is built into the ability. Gambling stream. Hell yeah. Chat! What's up? Oh, this isn't it. What is this? This is garbage. ArenaNet. ArenaNet just broke my heart, chat. I can't anymore. I'm gonna go cry. I saw 3 things unlock on the side of my screen, and it's all 3 weights of the stupid Wolf Rider helm thing that I don't want. I can't type. Oh my god. Thank you, ArenaNet. Get my hopes up. It's like when I see, you know, I'm gonna Control F the Bladesworn, or the Bladesworn balance patch nodes, and I'm gonna scroll down, and there's gonna be one thing, and it's gonna be something like buffed a Gunsaber ability by 2%. I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, that's what it needs. I don't know. I'd also be kind of just open to a nerf patch, like nerf literally everything in the game, see how that goes. I know the community would riot. Poison's better than Torment, I feel like. But maybe it's not as good with the Thief kit. I don't know. Like maybe Thief already has enough poison. 1 stack of poison is like better than... I feel like any other damage ability or any other condition. We're done with this. I don't care what Gremity says. The next time is not the time. You know what I'll do, chat? Actually, I'll roll... We'll switch maps, and I will roll until I get enough statuettes to buy it. We can do one more giveaway, I think. We'll do it in 9 minutes. A little bit of a longer stream. She is always drunk. That's sick, dude. Are you ready, chat? Scroll through my pages of garbage I haven't deleted. Somebody I need to pay to, like, clean my shit. Okay, how many are we at? 35. We got 15 more keys minimum. Or maximum, I suppose. 2. Didn't get it. ArenaNet. This is garbage. 25 statuettes. We'll do 2 more just for. I didn't know 25 could actually drop. Well, got the statuettes. Saved us some keys. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. Get my keys stock back up. Don't need to keep going. No one to walk away, chat. And is good enough for pseudo. I can wait. I'm so glad they made those. I'm so glad they added a way to get the RNG drops. Let's say that. In the statuettes. Like by just waiting. It is a sick set though. What are we at? Like 20-person queue for EBG? Yeah. Let's see if we can adapt this build for PvP anymore. Kinda stoked. Wish balance stance wasn't like kinda awful, but I get it. It's a good button. Might still run it, honestly. I'm thinking of taking, because what's the other ability? There's one that makes your, like, last stand makes your stances longer, and that might be better than Stalwart Strength in PvP. Just because the duration on Stalwart's so low. Oh, we actually own this camp. Interesting. Yeah, as soon as I know, you guys will know what's in the balance patch, but we are definitely going to do a preview stream on the 24th. I believe it should be 3 p.m. Eastern, so noon Pacific, ideally. If all of their other streams are to be consistently believed. Gotta sit up. Hurting myself playing video games, chat. It's rough. So what's like the best button for that to be on? I don't know if I could get used to... I don't know if I can get used to it being there. That needs to be the stun break. That feels weird. Alright. We'll try it. Like, at least Spectre gets Shroud as a trade-off, right? When they lose initiative. I'm trying to think of anything else that has a trade-off that meaningfully... Still has a trade-off, besides Bladesworn, obviously, that still has a trade-off without getting something in return, really. Because you lose your F1... It's the Berserker thing from, like, 3 years ago. You lose your regular burst skills, and you lose your weapon swap. And that's, like, a lot. So, Weaver maybe sort of, but it's kind of built into it, especially now that like Weaver's spear's a thing. Unclear. Mech. No, it gets the mech. I don't know if that's a good enough trade-off though, right? Because tool belt skills are pretty good. Half your stun breaks are in your tool belt skills. Be interesting if they could find a way for the mech skills to inherit some of the tool belt abilities, but that would never ever happen. Yeah, we can do it that way. That feels fine. Just gotta get better. Self-improvement, chat. It's what's for breakfast. I gotta go cook 2 pizzas after this and do chest day. We'll do one more giveaway, chat. Reward all you long viewers. We'll be back on Monday, 9 Eastern, unless they have some kind of crazy balance news before that. Someone data mines the balance patch, I don't know. There we go. I don't want to make you guys type copium or something like that. Let's go temple. What should we type, chat? What's our magic word of the day? We talked about it enough. Let's do spear. S-P-E-A-R. Exclamation point spear in chat. All one word. Got to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. And I will get those in, and we will do a drawing after this match. Do. What are we going? Ranger? Yeah. G. There we go. I can type. I know things. Yeah, there we go. Chunks our crit chance up quite a bit. There we go. Sick. Guys, if we all go far. Nice. Strong start. We're going to switch back to... We're just going to go the OG build. And do... And I'm even going to move these around to try to gaslight myself. Exclamation point spear, chat. Wake up. Free gold. Get those entries in. If you've already won, you can win again. I'll do the drawing after this. Nobody wins. I'm keeping it. I got like 5,000 gold. I could use it. Gotta remember Bull's charge is in a different place. It's really gonna mess me up, man. Yeah, so the thing with tactics is it's kind of halfway between defense and strength, Tyler, with Bladesworn, where because Dragon Trigger always dumps you into Gunsaber afterward, which I kind of wish it didn't, but it always does, you usually have some quickness. I expected you to stun break, sir. No, I didn't. Alright, well, I'm gonna not be here. But that is a decent combo, yes. I do think that they were trying to make Bladesworn work with tactics, perhaps a little bit better than some of the other warrior specializations originally. I can't teleport up there because I'm not a real class. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just, like, win this 2v1. Never mind, I'll die. I'll just die. I did not know there were stairs there. Yeah, it's not bad in terms of options, but I think that whatever playstyle you're going for, defense is a must because of Shieldmaster, unfortunately, which I don't really think is super healthy. And there aren't a lot of options to pair with defense. You can either take strength or you can take realistically discipline with Bladesworn. Like, I think ArenaNet really wants arms, like it to be tactics arms, but in order to do that, they'd need to make either of those trait lines good on their own. And I don't think that Warrior, at least the way it was pre the last patch, has the design space to allow for that. Maybe now that it's kind of in the garbage can, but we'll see. This Bull's Charge thing is screwing me up. Dude, chill is the best condition period in this stupid video game. Anybody who says it's not is on, like, meth and drugs and crocodile and heroin and drugs and oh my god. Like, it is just an insane condition. I might go Stomp, actually. It's another one of those matches where we're just bullying the other team. Animation's not rendering. It's working alright. I need to move Bull's Charge back, though. My brain is not jiving with that. Definitely not. Just got will bent. No, I didn't get will bent. The will bender's on my team. Interesting. I'm just bad. That's fine. Space created? Maybe. Exclamation point. What was our word? Spear in chat. Yo, enter. People. Let me give you money. If not, don't worry about it. But like, pressure, you know, peer pressuring. Try to help people. Streaming because I want to help. Not streaming for my health. Ah, Bull's Charge is on the wrong button. All right, we gotta move that back. Dark Tankier is coming here. Are you gonna like cap the point or what? I'm just going the long way. All right. Good enough. Defense discipline. It feels a lot better than the other ones I was trying, Dig. Sword defense works quite well as well, because they added, like, Celerity Sigil to strength. I don't know if I said strength defense, but I meant to. Yeah, that is screwing my brain up. This is probably the most fluid build I've found. They made it even worse than when you quit the game, though, so I wouldn't put too much stock in that. They added a unskippable delay that you can't compensate with quickness to Dragon Trigger 2, and they took the stun off Unyielding Dragon without explaining either of those changes. So I wouldn't give it to. I don't want to doom on you, but I wouldn't put too much stock in Pseudo still playing Bladesworn. I just like it, man, you know? But if you want to win some money, exclamation point spear in chat, or if you want to give somebody money, exclamation point spear in chat. Nobody has entered yet, because nobody wants money, which is really interesting. Diet Guts. Does he have the sword? The giant sword? We have one entry. Perfect. You get all the money when nobody types it. I'm sitting on this point until we lose. Make sure you guys are followed. And I should say subs get double entries, because that is money, and I would like to give you something. There we go. Game over. That's what happens when we get into silver. Easy games, though. What are you? You're a firebrand. This person trying to make firebrand work in PvP. Oh, he's got the harp staff as well. I love it. I love that thing. It's so crazy. Something I didn't think about, and I do think I have to run balance stance, is balance stance actually gives me, what's it called? Damage because of stalwart strength. And it's quite a lot. I think it's like 10. Even in PvP. This thing is made of goddamn adamantium. Kill the firebrand. Please? Whatever just came to help me doesn't do damage, dude. There we go. Secure stomp. I can't believe balance stance is a 50-second cooldown now, dude. That's... Or not defiant stance, balance stance, sorry. It's insane. I like that people are still playing even in silver and stuff, though. Game mode's not just completely dead. I am happy about that. So I want to get more people into this game mode. And again, if you're looking for an actual PvP person, check out Homage. Like, he is very good at the video game and loves this game mode. And I want to do what I can to encourage people who have positive attitudes to, like, try this game and stuff. And he is one of, if not my favorite PvP streamer. No offense to any others. Oh my gosh, chat. It's been a night. We updated the build. We talked about balance. It's coming, you know, previews coming on the 24th. Lush Forest. I've thought about it. The problem with Lush Forest is it doesn't actually work with this artillery/Tyler. Maybe now that I'm running pistol, Lush Forest would work a lot better, but like, it literally won't trigger off this because this has a maximum count of 3 in PvE, and it can't be at max charges in PvP or World versus World. You know, just Bladesworn things. But I am running the heal skill as well, so I've thought about Lush Forest, especially since my build is already so cooldown reduction heavy, you know what I mean? Alright guys, last chance to enter. I'm doing this. I'm just giving it to Jeff if you, nobody enters. So, GM Spirit. Damn, he's a GM. Won some, we lost some, we talked about balance. It was a good night. It's a good night. Back on Monday, hopefully with more better news, and failing that, we'll have a balance preview next week, which is kind of sick. So, last chance, last chance. 3, 2, 1. Well, GM Spirit has won. Go figure. Congrats, dog. Character name or an account name real quick. 325 gold, dude. We'll do one more PvP match to give you some time to get me an entry. Or you can whisper Salem or shoot me a mail. SALEM. All one word. Pretty easy. Thank you, whoever sold me that name, if you're out there, by the way. I appreciate it. That is unlike the dude who has the name Dante, which I would literally pay almost any amount of money for. That person was very nice, and I gave them a boatload of money, and they gave me the name Salem. I still think that if you don't log into the game for, like, actually 6 years, are you sure that's your account name? Because it is not finding you. I will not suppress myself and try this one more time. How about that? It is not finding that. And I did just copy-paste it, so... Shouldn't be too off. Send again. Unable to find recipient. We are trying this. Need to switch this back hard. Brain is not adapting to that not being on X. They need, like, invulnerable supervisors and lords and stuff in here. I think that'd be amazing. Character name should work. Or, like I said, you can message me. I'll have to wait till the next match. The next non-suppression window. But absolutely. Let's get some, like, hype songs. Let's go here. Divide Music. Free plug for him. Go check him out. I love that. Okay, so I'm stupid, chat, right? And I didn't realize that while I was just in my little marketing hole, focusing on, like, the top fish and what they do for consulting, there's been this whole proliferation of artists that are just dope and amazingly talented, like Divide Music and Jonathan Young and Rustage and Fable and all these other people on YouTube that all have, like, almost 1 million subscribers and are just amazingly talented, or more. Rustage has, like, almost 2 million. And they all know each other and all do collabs and stuff. Like, go check some of these people out. Again, I know I'm working on a song ticker. Winamp doesn't want to capture. Cry me a river. But I'll get it eventually. And these people are just so dope. And they do amazing music. Yeah, but no rush on that. Got a PvP match's worth of time. The other thing that I really like with this, with running defense, is you get the protection, which is pretty solid. Let's go. Pseudo workout stream when? Man, that's what we should do for, like, Extra Life or something. I wonder if I could get a little, you know, Extra Life pocket. Or, like, every time I die in PvP or something, I do push-ups. I'd be so down for that. I'd be crying by the end of it, but it'd be a lot of fun. That is a corruption field. I thought I had the Willbender targeted. I did not. Joke's on me, I suppose. Ooh, that was a lot of damage very fast. That was like 6k. And that's why I can't give up Unshakable Mountain. Forgot the space. Alright. There we go. 1-1. My match against this Willbender back. I just fucked up already, but so did he. It's fine. He's a hammer bender, interesting. Dragon Trigger, come out. Jesus Christ. I really expected him to dodge immediately. He did not. Why am I over here? This game has some weird interactions, dog. I won that fight. That's bullshit. Can I get out of combat today, please? ArenaNet? Yo? Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, my teammate's just gonna come here to die. Awesome. Literally can't press buttons. Buttons are forbidden. Is it my turn? No. Is it my turn? No. Is it my turn? Nah, dude, fuck you. I'm a world ender. When is it my turn, man? Oh, this game. Ooh, gotta get this guy. Just cleave him. Stomping is stupid. We have every point. We have every point. Interesting. No. I am not. I actually don't play with Action Cam with one exception. But if you learn on Action Cam, I've heard it's perfectly serviceable. I just didn't. Action Cam was not in the game when I did most of my bindings. So... what the hell is happening? I never learned on it. The only thing I use Action Camera for is it's the only way to aim Dragon Trigger. So I'll see if I can do it and not kill myself. If I wanted to turn my camera so I wasn't facing my enemy like I was there, I need to toggle on Action Camera and toggle it off. I dig, I wouldn't be playing this class or still streaming this game if I wasn't having fun, man. Like, it's just fun. Like, thank you, though. I just try to give positive feedback, because I don't believe that you catch more balanced devs with vinegar than with honey. As somebody who works in tech, I shouldn't have done this yet. That was really stupid of me. Talking to chat, but my fault. As somebody who works in tech, I know how frustrating it is when people just yell at you. So, I just try to give them positive feedback, you know? But whenever I toggle, like, you see this little reticle, that's when I turned Action Camera on and off, and it's to aim stuff. It is the only thing I use Action Camera for. But if you want to just try my setup, you can just grab it from the description. If you get XPadder, which is like a $10 program or something, US, you can just load it all up. I try to make it really easy for people. I know I need to make a formal video for it. There we go. Did some work. I need to definitely precast my heal skill, because wasting a charge of it with tactical reload is a problem. I really thought he would be out of that by then. I need you guys to kill that one thing over there, please. Thank you. Teleport just not working. Retargeted it like 4 times. Didn't matter. Game doesn't give a shit. This game is 12 years old. The more damage is working out, though, so far. Except when my skills don't go toward the enemy. For no reason. Like that. I like that that still hit him somehow. I'm sure he likes that too. Ah, they gave Willbender stealth. My man. Hell yeah. Do my side node man side nodes. Oh my god, I'm sweating, chat. You can tell it's winter when you're sweating playing video games. Oh my god. I don't know. I want to believe that our feedback had some impact. Hopefully they'll dig up my old Bladesworn posts and maybe read a sentence or two. Maybe they'll fix the UI at some point because this is still bugged. Or maybe they'll do none of that. Who knows? We'll find out on the 28th. Maybe they'll give me an animation for Sheathing Gunsaber as well. That'd be pretty cool since they have an animation department now. Oh my god. Who's streaming that we could raid and do, chat? Anybody I know? Anybody cool? None of these people play Guild Wars 2. I swear to god. Hellmasker. Been having to edit the VODs down on YouTube. And my headphones are dying. Perfect timing. Yeah, check the build out if you too are a Gunsaber refugee. It's not the worst. I am quite enjoying it. Neat. Hey, it's Thor. Or Diane Grayskull. And we're back up to gold. I'm happy with that. One as many as we lost. Cool, guys. I will see you on Monday, if not sooner. Take care. Thank you for joining. I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday, so sub if you like that on Twitch or YouTube. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. It's been a wild ride as far as balance goes this year already. Like nothing delayed patch. So we'll see what we get. But yeah, I'm Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2, and I will see you in Tyria. Peace out. I'll answer your question, then I'll peace out. Yeah, it's really bad because it doesn't remove... Dragon Spike Mine doesn't remove Immobilize natively, Tyler. It doesn't remove Immobilize natively, and it also has a shorter evade frame because they shortened the distance for PvE. So it's really just a PvE skill, which is why it sucks. Alright, cheers guys. Peace out. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. I'll see you in Tyria. For real.